So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. Coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. Coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. Coming for the throne. I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. Calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. 'Cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. Th
with another late night THFC Rants post-match fan show. 3-1. Good match today. How are you folks doing in the comments? Folks in the back, we'll bring you on here in a second, but look, it was a great match today. And yeah, Sonny man, what a match, what a day, what a show, what a performance. Harry Kane, 2 assists. Good performance all around from the team. A couple all things that are niggling myself here a little bit, but there always is. But we'll get into that. Let's pay the bills here. And let's see. Let's pay the bills here. And thank you to all the folks out here that make this show possible. I double checked it today, and this is still current. Patreon members, you can help out the channel by going off. We run a free show, right? You don't have to pay anything to come on the show. The show is open to everybody. Everybody here on this list is supporting the channel out of the kindness of their heart, and we thank them very much for doing so. Mama Coates, Wayne Bonner, Tony Go, Gogama, Alex Burleton, Bobspur TV. Bob is coming back, baby. Bob is coming back. It's coming very soon. You'll see me on that show. Rain, sleet, snow, sun and shine, whatever you say. I'll be on that show. For certain. John N in the house. William Wilkinson, the newest member of the Patreon fan club over there. YouTube members. We got Ellie, the general, 4-star general. She leads out the YouTube members with Wayne Bonner as the captain. Sai says, this is Williams Ranger, Danny Kiriakou, Tony Go, Dave Jones, Tottenham Tantrum Gold, John Langford, Matthew THFC Collins, Karen McDonald, Chapster 30, David and Yunez, Scott M, Matt Hayes, Tottenham Blog, AMZO, Tottenham Hotspur, and my good friend Aaron Dubb. And but also too, whoops, wrong button. I'm going to be updating this. So I know I keep saying that, but it's actually happening. I've actually been working on it. Some new designs, some different stuff like Ben Techers 30, you know, just different things like that. Just maybe not so much memes, but also some players, your favorite players, and also some just regular branded merch, like my little logo up there in the right hand corner. Just so add a little bit more options up there, other than some of the stuff that's a little bit, to be honest, outdated, right? Moon boots, no longer moon boots. Enoch out, still applicable. Danny the Bun, that one will probably stay. Man Smell, Bald and Bearded Tottenham Boys, is it making a comeback? I don't know. It's not really up to me. I may just retire that show altogether until Cody can come back, because it would feel a bit weird to replace Cody, because Cody's not really replaceable. I mean, he is, but he's Canadian. But no, okay. I'm kidding. But let's start bringing some folks in from the back. Let's see who we got first. The one and only Steak. Can't be on long tonight, but he's gonna be on the show for a little bit. Alex is in the house. What's going on, Alex?
I'm good.
Good.
Massive win. We're top 4.
Chance for top. You're breaking up a little bit, man. Say that again. Give me your quick thoughts on the game, then we'll start bringing in some more folk.
2 to win for top 4. And we're gonna beat the Arsenal and gonna beat everyone else. Gonna win the league. And Romero's forfeited Vitek Antonio Conte.
Yeah, Alex, man, I'm gonna have to say, like, I can barely hear what you're saying. It's like every other word's like cutting in and out. So like I'm gonna bring in the next guest, and if you want to jump out, try to reconnect and then jump back in that way, and then I will come back to you. But like I heard kind of what you said. You said something about top 4 and then Antonio Conte doing something. That was all I got. But unfortunately, I didn't hear it. But while we're doing that, if you want to jump, just disconnect and try to reconnect, and maybe you'll get a little bit better signal. We'll go on and move to the next one. We've got my friend, the next friend here. If my buttons work, buttons don't want to work, so I have to use the mouse. We have to go old fashioned. Sometimes yep, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yep.
No, I just said there is a big game for Ted's game.
Yeah, it was a big game for top 4. Yep.
Yeah, and it's just I think we're going to get it now. The only hard team we have left is Liverpool, and hope we can win all the other games.
Yeah, we definitely have. I think 75 points is attainable. If it may possibly more if we surprise something against Liverpool, but that's kind of not really going to happen. But it could. And even if we drop points here or there, Arsenal basically now have to win out. They have to beat Liverpool, Chelsea, and us to even have a chance.
And they have Man U and West Ham as well.
Yeah, I gave them even like in my the spreadsheet that we had the other night on the show. I've got that same spreadsheet, and I've just been updating it with the actual results, and then just kind of looking at the predictions and going through different scenarios mathematically to see what's viable, what's possible. And I looked it up earlier, and even if I give them wins against Man United and wins against West Ham, they'd have to beat Liverpool, us, and Chelsea in order to just get even with us on 75 points. So it'll be so basically it'll come down. It comes down to the North London derby. If we win the matches that we're supposed to have, it comes down to the North London derby. Yeah, we'll be. I think we'll get him too, to be honest with you. But let's bring in the next guest on the night. He's one of my. He's been on the show for a very, very long time. We give him a lot of tease and banter, but that's because we love him. But we call him the Harry Kane apologist, the Pep Guardiola fanatic. He's starting up a channel maybe next year. Man City Football Club Rants. You love him. Dietrich Kane is in the house.
You're a piece of shit. You're actually a piece of shit.
I figured you'd love that. For people that don't know that are watching the show, like, what's Will talking about? It's been like it was on Colin's show, right? Or was it Tommy's show? Maybe even Stell's show, but it was like I think it was on Stell's show. It was on his Monday podcast, and it was kind of it's been a running joke in the WhatsApp groups last couple of days that people have been giving Dietrich a hard time for. So I like to bring in inside jokes into the show sometimes. But your thoughts on today's match? How did Harry Kane do today?
I think honestly Kane played really well, but for me, Son, he was unbelievable. I'll be honest.
See, people see Cody Mack, where are you at? I see you in the audience. I see you in the chat. Cody Mack, you always say that I'm not going to change people's minds, but there you go. No, right? Dietrich Kane gave Son a 9.
No, I won't give him a 9 because I was pretty pissed with him when he left Ben Rama alone on the corner.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in my opinion, he should have had 4 goals, but I'm happy with his performance, to be honest.
Yeah. The one with Ben Rama too, though, it did take a weird bounce off the header.
But you should cover him better than this. Like,
Yeah, he did get behind him, but I think Son thought the header was coming off in a different direction because he saw him when it came into that pile of players. He took a step to the left, like if he was going to try to play it, and it ended up going right, and then he was screwed, right? So, but no, I hear you definitely should have had more awareness behind him about what was going on.
But the chance that you missed, do you remember when you hit the post? I was pissed. I'll be honest, I was pissed.
Yeah, she has scored.
Do you remember?
You guys are really picky, man, because that chance was far harder than the two that Kane missed today.
No, Kane missed some big chances, but
he missed two, I think, today.
Yeah, but he assisted at least. He assisted. Should have had 3 assists.
Should have had 3 assists. Son should have had 3 goals. Kane should have had at least 1 goal himself. I mean, that one where he, like, I don't know what he was doing. It was kind of like the open netter that he missed last week, where it's like he just lost, like he wasn't focused or didn't have concentration. But I don't know what was going on with.
And Emerson with the header at the end, like that pissed me off. That properly pissed me off.
And then you had also too, Matt Doherty basically giving that corner away that Son ended up losing the guy on.
No, let's be honest with this guy. Like, what does he bring to this team? Him and Regulon, they're so shit together.
I didn't think today was that bad for them. I mean, they had bad games, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Bro, I'm not even joking. I did just like you. I wrote like the main highlights with the time. Regulon missed so many 1v1s. And
he missed 2, I think, today.
And Doherty just being stupid. Like, let's be honest, he was stupid.
And Will How asks in the chat, and forgive me if I mispronounced your name. Will How. He says, do people still think we should bench Son on this channel? Probably not. And if they did, they're gonna get an earful, right? On this channel, you're not gonna find that on this channel near as much as if you're gonna find it on other channels.
If he plays an international break, like I'll be mad, to be honest. Like, this guy needs a break. Him and Kane, they need a break.
Daza Hotspur says should be a nice and happy stream tonight. It should be, but it probably won't.
Is Stell at the back?
Stell's actually a little bit under the weather. He said he may come on later. I don't know if under the weather means he said he's not feeling good. Then it kind of feels a little bit like COVID. But it might be, the Corona type of COVID. As in the Mexican beer. I'm just kidding. But we do have more guests to bring in from the back. We've got him down here from the land down under. He's here every single week. I think he's a very fair and balanced person, and I'm out of focus. That's what happens when you look away. Focus, there we go. Where's that now? Land down under, fair and balanced, always gives good opinions, I think. The one, the only, Shane Black is in the house. Everybody in the comments, show him your love. What's going on, Shane?
Hi, Dietrich. Hi, and hi, Will. I'm not too bad. Comfortable win. Got to be happy about that. Son was lethal.
He was lethal today. He was good.
Lethal.
Definitely was lethal on that one. But overall, what were your thoughts on the match? Good? Indifferent? Great?
Sorry, got a cramp in my leg. Yeah, comfortable win. I think that West Ham wasn't playing to their fullest. I think the Seville game took it out of them. But in saying that, we should have been well clear. We should have won by 6 or 7 goals tonight.
Agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is a shame with the goal differential. We should have done it. But I got to bring in the next guy. He's been sitting back there for a little bit. You all jumped in pretty early tonight, which is appreciated. I love it. And for people too, if you want to join the show, if you're like, who are these guys and how do I come on? The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Just click it and jump on. No cameras required. The better the mic, the better. We prefer nice mics on this show because I'm a little bit of an audiophile. But
me too, Will.
You too?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like the shows that have like a lot of background noise, dude. I can't, even if I want to watch them, I can't watch them. But we got him. He's back from Brazil. At least it looks that way. And the fun in the sun, the man, the myth, the legend. Hopefully he found a lot of love in tonight's performance that he'll be talking about on his Love Lounge show. Mari from that Spurs channel's in the house. Everyone in the audience, show him your love, show him your love, show him your love. That's right.
He wasn't
We can't hear you over Mari's music, Dietrich. It's too hot, right? Like it's the beat's too good. We can't hear it. But Mari.
Hi, Mari.
Hi, Mari.
First of all, tell us about your trip, man. How was Cancun?
Well, Brazil was nice. Mari,
keep it PG. Keep it PG.
Mexico was good, man. It was really, really good. Much needed. I'll just say this. It was pretty stressful the last 2 weeks of work. Just having to call organizations in regards to bad parenting. And it was really, really tough 2 weeks. So it was a much, much, much needed week of just relaxation. Started rough with the United game. I was surrounded by Arsenal and United fans, and but I held my own to the point that they actually respected some of my opinions. But I can't stand Arsenal fans and West Ham fans, and yeah, it's just. But fast forward, Wednesday was good. Wednesday, I was with a nice lady friend, so there was no love lounge. There was no.
There was a love lounge. It just wasn't on YouTube.
Yeah. And so, but I'm back home, and today, and I'll get off because maybe there's other people waiting. I would say
No, there's nobody back there now. But.
Okay, I would say today was the best performance probably of the year. And the only reason why, because for
Even better than City.
The reason why, I'm explaining it. The first time since Poch, I felt like I was watching Barcelona in regards to control of possession.
Yeah, position-wise, playing out of the back-wise, it was a lot better, yeah.
It was beautiful how we passed the ball. I felt like I was watching Barcelona. And I saw the Barcelona game later on. They tore up Real Madrid. Bentancur, yeah. Sonny is the man of the match. But right 1B, Bentancur is amazing. He's helped Højbjerg. That was beautiful. The passing, everybody was like tick, 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 tick. We were like surgeons today. I haven't seen that. Even the City game, I didn't see the surgery, like the precision. West Ham is no pub team. Like we were like cutting a incision. It was beautiful. It was Barcelona type. And then Romero, this dude is the effing dog, bro. This guy, yo, I will say this because we still have an early jury on Paratici, but if I'm gonna bash him for Emerson, I'm gonna give him credit for Kulu with that beautiful run. I wish Sonny had scored, but Sonny played a great game. Other than not marking Ben Rama, but he gets a 9.9 for me, so I take a 0.10 off for the market. But oh man, Kulu with that run, like Kulu, Bentancur, and Romero are Paratici signings. We gotta give him credit for that. Yes, he brought in Emerson. All right, Brian Hill the jury will still be out. I mean, he's on loan. But for these three, man, today I felt like I was even worried. There was one point where Bentancur had two guys around him, and I could tell the fans were worried. I mean, no, Bentancur got it. Like literally, there was a confidence, and he got it. He got it through. Like those guys
on the 18-yard box too, mate.
Yeah. Those guys have made Kane and Sonny's life better. Like, so I'm just waiting for a next transfer window. I'm really excited. And lastly, regards to the top four, I'm going to say it, a game at a time. But we're putting that pressure on Arsenal. They got, I'm gonna say this for those folks. They got back to back to back. They got Chelsea, United, and West Ham back to back. And and rumor has it, our Spurs will be the fourth game. So they have 4 straight hard games.
No, Mario. Apparently, it's at the end of the season.
Ooh.
Like
It can't be the last day of the season, but no. I don't think it'll will. It'll be April.
Yeah, it'll be April.
Yeah.
It'll be in April.
So we're putting that heat.
Last week of April, first week of May, I think is when we play.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we're putting that heat. And I'm telling you now, I freaking hate the international break, but I don't think it's gonna suffer us. I think it's gonna hurt more Arsenal. And I like the mind games that he's putting on. Arsenal got the advantage. Put it on those young kids. Put that pressure. But today, I said today was the best because of what I saw in control. We were just ping, 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 tack, 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 tick, tock, tick, tock. I haven't seen that in years. If we play, even the 6-1 game wasn't like tic tac like that. That was just counter, super counter ball. But today was beautiful. Mwah.
Yeah, I agree with you. But we got Gogama here with a 5,001, which is about $5 for people in the U.S. of A. We got. She says, Tottenham 선수들 다 너무 잘 됐어요. 우리 선이가 최고야. Which means Tottenham, the Tottenham athletes or players, all did very good today, right? Our Sonny was amazing.
That goal was filthy. The pass was filthy. That goal was filthy. I'm
What
like, Sonny, you
Both.
filthy animal, you. That was filthy. What Sonny did. Oh my goodness, that was And then he did the shh. That was filthy. That was filthy.
But West Ham defensively, like they were so bad. Zuma had a shit.
But we've been saying that. But hold on, we've been saying that with every team we beat. Now it's like if we beat a team, they've been so bad. Right? So what if it's the fact that we're making them play bad? Like you can't.
But honestly, if you look at, but if you look like specifically like first game of when we had what's his name, Nuno, you look like they were solid defensively and everything. But like today, they just look tired, and the fans they got in Zuma's head. This guy didn't know what he was doing. He even kicked that son the ball. He lost his head.
I hear ya. But we got another big super chat, and if you guys want to get your super chats in, it helps support the channel. Elliot with a big one here. $20 in the US of A. Mari, your love lounge encounters on the beach in Cancun were nearly as epic as Sonny's goal today. Right?
I agree.
Did you hit the back of the net? No.
Keep it PG.
That was PG. That was very, like
yeah, but we understand
subtle.
the meaning.
Yeah, only people who are old enough to know.
That's
why it's PG-13, right? That's what it is, I keep it PG-13, especially nowadays. PG-13, dude, you can even show a little bit of nudity in the PG-13.
Mario, was it top corner or bottom corner?
It was.
And you're getting on me. You're getting on me, and you're talking about top corner, bottom corner. Stop now.
It was a beautiful bottom corner.
Okay.
And a nice pen pal friend, and might be making another trip to Cancun. Let's just say.
All right, there you go. Make that trip to Cancun. The tickets are cheap, especially from Florida. They don't cost a whole lot.
Said, I perform his XG. Yes, I did.
Maury outperformed his XG. That is true. We do have some folk in the back here. Let's see. Do I have a full-on solo for this gentleman? I don't, but that's okay. But we have we got the basic, or it's not really basic. It's what I call like my favorite. I really like this track as well. We got him in here. The man with a plan. He's got always great things to say. He sent me some screenshots today. He's I don't know. I think he's a good guy. Sometimes misunderstood but never replicated. Aaron Dub is in the house. Everybody show your love for Aaron Dub. What's going on, man?
I don't know what to make of that, mate. Where's my diddly idle do music on, Will?
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Where did I put the diddly diddle do music? Let me see. Oh, dang it. You're right. Sorry, it's on the back. It's on the last page. But here.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That's very respectful.
No, because I did it. Remember, I did it live on a show, right? So we'll pull you out. Let's kill this. We're going to do this better. He wanted me to do the most stereotypical intro music that I could find. The man from the Isles.
Kidding me.
He comes in here to say, top of the morning to ya.
I mean, down after.
Alan Doom. Is that better?
How's it going, boys? Can you just clarify one thing? Because you said Mario was in Brazil, but I thought Cancun was in Mexico.
It is.
All right, so my geography is not that bad then. Okay, all right, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
And we do have another guest to bring in from the back.
Tell me someone, Mula.
You know, it could be.
Yeah, I know it's
Could be. But it's not. We've got him here. He's the coach. You know what? Over the last couple of months, we've grown pretty close here. Standing side by side, fighting evil across the universe. The coach, the Pied Piper himself, feeling under the weather, but still came to the show. Stelios is in the house. What's up, fella?
Sorry, guys, I'm a bit ill, but Hyun-Min's son is better than Kane Dietrich's.
Fuck off.
Matt Moola's in the comments, so.
Yeah, I know.
Guys,
still, you look dead.
Oh man, listen. The scenes after the game, it was crazy. It was crazy in the stadium today, man. After the match, it was. I loved it.
In what sense crazy? Did you beat up someone or what did you do?
Man, listen, we were in a mosh pit, jumping up and down, singing "Gimme, Gimme, Gimme," a ginger from Sweden. We were singing songs about Sol Campbell. We were singing about Hyun-Min's son, West Ham. It was just brilliant, man. There was beer flying everywhere, people jumping on each other. There was flags, Swedish flags, Italian flags, Tottenham. It was just great, man. I haven't felt like that at White Hart Lane in a long time, guys. I have to say.
Saw some great scenes of Tottenham fans singing West Ham get battered after the game in the concourse. And
that was good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we were in that. I just sent 2 videos to Will. If he wants to put them on his show, he's welcome. I just WhatsApped you, Will. Feel free, man.
I have to pull up my WhatsApp web.
How's everyone, man? How you doing, Mari, the Don Dapper with the cheek. All
I can say, Mari, is
cartel, man.
you picked a really good time to go on vacation. That's all I can say. But I do have another guest to bring in before we get into the nitty gritty. We're starting to fill up. The max we can go here is a 4-4-2, and right now we're at 3-3-1. We're about to make that a 3-3-2. We need another striker, another guy up front. We're going to bring him in, Josh the Tottenham guy. Josh Pavitt is in the house. Follow him on Twitter at Josh Pavitt. Everybody in the comments, show your love for Mr. Josh.
Oh, fucking Josh in here. Oh, Josh.
Do you know what? You are the first person that I've ever met that's pronounced my surname correctly the third time round.
What? It's an easy one.
No, everyone pronounces it as Josh Pavitt. It's not.
Oh, yeah.
Pavitt.
Yeah, Pavitt.
Hey, Josh.
Joshua, my boy.
Piss off that.
I had some friends that the last name was Pruitt, so it's a similar spelling, just a different.
Yeah, that's fair enough. It's just it just surprised me. That's all. How's everyone doing?
Doing good. We do have another guest to bring on though, who is here. It was the one Dietrich said he didn't want to come on. The one and only Chelsea fan, He watches the show. So I can't blame. He's not that bad of a Chelsea fan. At least he's smart enough to watch this show.
Oh.
Matt Mula's in the house. Everybody in the comments showing me love. I like Mr. Mad. The Mula. Mad money, mad money.
Chelsea
He's
gets
here.
sanctioned everywhere they go. Chelsea gets sanctioned.
something.
Everywhere they go, everywhere they go.
I gave Sean some love, but you know you're a champion, so you're always gonna receive a hate. But congratulations, guys! Congratulations! I told you, you guys are gonna grab that 4th spot. I know that it's a fact now. You beat West Ham. Hopefully, you guys just lose to Liverpool and win the rest, and don't battle it as usual. But
Yeah, if we do that, we've got it. I think it's a lock-in if we do that, right? If that happens, it's top 4 for sure, yeah.
Don't worry,
there's not run before we can walk, dude. Like, we've still got
Nah. You guys got a easier run than Arsenal. We're gonna doggy style Arsenal for you.
But you gotta beat Mahmoud. You gotta take the Arsenal down though, right? Like you can't be losing to them at home.
No. It ain't gonna happen, and they're gonna lose against Newcastle because Newcastle they're gonna play with them. They want to go down, and they're better. I know they're gonna lose 3 games. I know Arsenal guaranteed gonna drop 9 points. That is guaranteed.
I agree with them. They got They got West Ham, Chelsea, and United.
Manchester.
Well, I'm telling you right now, they have to pull out. Listen, Arsenal's matches. They're 3 points ahead of us right now.
With one game in hand.
That game in hand is us, right? Okay. In Chelsea, okay. So that's it doesn't really count. They're 3 points on us. If they lose to Chelsea, that means going into North London Derby, they'll be 3 points ahead of us. Even if they beat Liverpool.
I know. Sorry to interrupt you. Arsenal are gonna lose against you. I know that for sure. They're gonna lose against Chelsea. That is for sure. And pick 2 more games. They
still got to play United, West Ham, Liverpool,
Leicester.
Leicester.
No, they beat Leicester.
They beat Leicester.
Chelsea aren't really playing for much in the league, though. That's my issue when Arsenal go there.
No, they are. They can still fall out of the top 4.
The thing is, correct me if I'm wrong.
They're pretty comfortable, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
But top 3 is guaranteed qualification. If you get 4th, you have to go for qualifiers.
If I'm not mistaken, still, you turned around and said that Liverpool would lose to Arsenal at the Emirates.
No, I said they'd beat them.
Did you? Someone.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. So last week on the Brighton show, Stelch said he doesn't think that. Like he thinks because now that Liverpool's like 1 point behind City, they've got the whole. Now it's going to be this title run battle between the two of them.
They can smell blood.
Yeah, they can't afford to drop points anymore. So they're going to be hot fire to press.
Yeah, there was someone that said Arsenal would win.
It was like I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Dietrich's Kane. He gets a lot of things wrong.
Dietrich's Man City supporter Kane, yeah?
I love you, Dietrich.
Oh, fuck off.
Liverpool and Man City. Whoever goes far in the Champions League, it depends on the Champions League. If Man City goes far in the Champions League, they ain't gonna win the league. And if whoever leaves Champions League first is gonna win the league between both of them. But
what if Man City and Liverpool get to the final?
I say Man City will bottle it. They ain't gonna win it.
And people think too, like if you're in the comments and I'm not grabbing your comment, it's not because I don't want to throw it up there. I'm trying to push into super chats. I am starring the good ones, but once we get through the kind of the intro part of the show, then we'll kind of start bringing some stuff up. But let me grab this
from the gym. I just came from the gym, about to go to sleep, trying to get that summer body. You know what I mean? But
no, I don't. I'm married. I've been married for like 20 years, so what's summer body suit?
If you guys bottle it this season and don't get the 4th, you will never ever. And K, you guys are gonna lose K. You will never ever again get close to that level again.
And with your new owners, you and I, it's all good.
I disagree with that.
Chelsea are going to adopt the Tottenham style of transfers now. You're going to become a sell to buy club.
You can have leave if you want.
We got that air of money. We got that air of money, bro.
What
Dirty
Arab money?
Dirty.
Arab
Dirty.
money. More like American investor money, bro.
Did they buy it? Is it official yet? I thought it was just
No, hang on. There's still sanctions involved. So Abramovich can't make a profit from the sale of Chelsea if the sanctions.
Yeah, the government can. Like I don't think the fans care whether. I don't think the fans care whether Abramovich gets a dime out of the sale, right? They just want to get out from underneath.
Will, imagine if they get the Jets owner that wants to buy Chelsea. I'm gonna start pissing. I hope you get that owner. He's so
Look, guys, I'm not into finances, but my dad is, and from what he tells me, is that Chelsea cannot be sold with the current sanctions. So regardless of people saying they're going to buy them, it's not going to happen. Now, I'm not if I'm
up until so the current under the current contract they're not allowed to, but that current contract ends at the end of May, right? And so then the government can actually
be revised. It's going to be revised. The way things are going, it'll be extended.
What about the bids that came in through before the sanctions? Those bids are official. It's within the book.
Still, you got a little bit of background noise, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
What about the bids that came in before sanctions? It don't matter. Listen, guys. Chelsea's now is the brand. If you take a time machine, thousands of years ahead, you're still gonna see Coca-Cola and Pepsi and Honda and Ferrari, and you're still gonna see Chelsea as a big team. You know, it's a brand. It's here forever. It is those brands that will never disappear from human history. That's a fact, you know.
Bro, don't jinx. No, I'm telling you right now, don't jinx.
I'm telling you,
you're gonna regret.
My thoughts are a fact. You feel me?
Listen. Do you honestly think, without some kind of tycoon money like Abramovich offers, Chelsea are going to be able to keep up with the £28 million a week in wages that they pay out? I don't see it happening.
The fact I came here to congratulate you, and you're still talking about Chelsea.
I'm trying
to tell you, congratulations.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate it. We're just bantering though. Like we're not being serious, right? Like we're just joking.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed about this whole situation. To be honest, we're losing this guy. We should make a statue for him.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy about the situation, man.
Really poetic justice, man. This is Chelsea getting what they deserve.
No, and they forgot one thing. They don't have a defense next year. Like they're losing. They're losing everyone.
They are only 8 points clear of fourth. There's nothing saying that they are going to get third.
Yeah, it's got to be.
We will win the Champions League. I don't give a fuck. Third, fourth.
Bro, can you even make it to Madrid? You can't even do it.
Did you wait? Hold on. I do have to ask. Because I saw the article, but I didn't find out the result. Is Man City gonna let you fly with them?
Of course they won't. What the hell would you do with that, bro?
Are Chelsea allowed to buy away ticket or tickets for the airplane? I don't know, with all the sanctions, man, you wouldn't know these days. But
you're gonna see.
There's Simons in the house. What's up, Simons?
You're gonna see Lukaku on a Ryanair flight, mate. That's what it's gonna be.
But I do gotta get. I brought that up. I brought the chats because I wanted to get this one. It says, "Kante 감독님이 오늘 경기 이기는 건 disco." I can read it as gatokayo, but I'm trying to figure out what it means by gatokayo. Like maybe. So she's saying Conte, Coach Conte, his performance today, or him winning his performance today was like a disco. Conte is nomu moshisoyo. No, I almost said moshisoyo. It's moshisoyo, which means he's very cool. I don't know what you mean by disco, Kokuma. So
I haven't heard the word disco since the 1980s, but
so in Korea, discotheques, disco nights, that's what they call their clubs or nightclubs.
Maybe it's because there was a party in the South Stand.
Could be.
Oh, guys, something really funny happened today.
No, don't say. No, if it's don't say it.
Simon says you'll send me a Discord. Okay, I'll check it.
In the South Stand today, fans had inflatable cats. And they're Kurt Zuma. So there was loads of orange inflatable cats everywhere.
saw.
Did you guys see the sign that was put in the corner and it says Kurt Zuma shags cats?
Yeah.
Google must have had gone somewhere. Oh, there she is.
We
Conte
ripped the
said
piss out of West Ham today.
he goes to disco after winning games sometimes. Okay.
By the way, tell
How did I miss that?
Danny, come on. Join the show, Danny.
Conte
Yeah,
said
Danny,
he goes to
I'm gonna have
disco
to
after
hop off,
wins
so,
games and
yeah.
times. He will go to dinner and disco.
Mr. Kiriakou. Yeah, come on if you can, brother.
Okay, I see. Ikan, right? Because he won the game today, he'll go. Carl. I got you. Thank you. I don't know why I missed that today. But now that you say it, I see it. Because he won, he's going to the disco. Will he go to the disco? Gotcha.
A lot of
I missed that.
A couple of fans that I spoke to earlier on said that the atmosphere at the ground today was the loudest it's ever been. Still, can you confirm?
Nah, it wasn't. It was good. It was good, but it had after the game. After the game, the best atmosphere in that stadium was Man City in the Champions League when we beat them 1-0. That night was unbelievable. It was good though. It was very good today. After the game was amazing.
Still, I have a question for you. Is it me or it doesn't feel like a proper stadium? Like you don't feel like the noise like constantly, like if you compare other stadiums, like Chelsea, for example. Like sometimes people start screaming, then they stop. Then they scream, then they stop. Like it doesn't feel consistent.
Yeah, because when it was 2-1, fans are nervous. They go quiet because they don't trust this team.
You know what? I put the fact that I put that Ben Rama goal down as the reason we didn't make subs earlier.
Oh, Conte always does something, doesn't he?
No, he always does late.
No, I just think that it was because we hadn't scored yet, right? And why would you bring in Bergwijn or Mora when you have Kane, Kulusevski, and Son?
That's
right?
what I'm saying. If it was 2-0 at half time, I think subs would have been done a lot sooner.
I think
Possibly.
Ben Davies.
It was 2-0 at half time.
No, it was 2-1 at halftime.
Oh right, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Are you sure you were there still?
Mate, do you know what? I'm ill. I don't know what I'm doing.
I saw that from somebody else too. And actually, we're going to get into this because actually, and I'm going to say, so she's basically saying club이라고 부르지 않고 disco라고 부르요. That means she said that we don't call it a club, we call it a disco. Yeah, but sometimes it depends on how old we're from. In our generation, like to be honest with you, 고객님 몇 살인지 잘 모르겠는데, in our generation we call it discos in Korea, but now they call it night, right? And club, unfortunately. Still, who left? Matt Muller left. Thanks for coming on, Matt Muller. We always love seeing you on the show. But
we also love Patrick.
Hold on, before we go into that, I gotta bring something up. I gotta talk something about it because this is the main topic of today's show for the most part, and it's let me bring up my screen here. It's basically even after today's performance and after that, not in all, but in some very there's still an agenda, man, against Son, even after today's performance, and we're gonna talk about it real quick.
How?
It's gonna be easy. I'll show you.
Why? How?
I don't know. We'll be it, and it's a professional one too. It's not just some trolls on Twitter. Evening Standard with Dan Kirkpatrick gives player ratings. Dan Kilpatrick is the one who wrote this. Who gave the player ratings, and we're gonna go down here to the bottom because this is the point that needs to be said. And it's been such a big issue. Let me throw us underneath it so we can get this, so we can see each other better. This has already been, there's already been multiple videos made in Korea over this catastrophe. Heung-min Son was given an 8, scored twice, and forced Zuma's own goal in a decisive performance. Also struck the post as he underlined why Conte will never drop him, despite mixed form of late. Right, so they couldn't not mention his mixed form of late. Then they give Harry Kane a 9.
Will, can I say Heung-min Son hit the post as well today?
Yes, he did. Yeah, they mentioned that. Yeah, right. Also struck the post as he underlined why Conte will never drop him.
My question is, how can Harry Kane have a hat trick of assists if he only really assisted 2 goals?
Because that's what I'm saying. They're giving him credit for the own goal, even though it was the
there's
pressure.
No word of Son. There's no word of Son.
No,
being
word of
robbed
Son.
hat-trick.
Exactly. Right.
English bias.
And Kane missed the chance from like.
This is the point. I know why. This is the best part. Finished with a hat trick of assists and created chance after chance from Spurs from deep positions. We'll talk about how many times he gave the ball away today and what his passing accuracy was. Didn't have a clear sight of goal for himself, but didn't need to. He had 2 big chances missed. 2 big chances missed today, but he didn't have a clear sight of goal himself. Except for the one where he's one-on-one with the keeper, out in no man's land.
This is where I'll happily hold my hands up and say that SofaScore got it right.
Just say that. This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, people wonder why people like me and Korean fans get bent out of shape. When even today, like even if he would have given them both 9s or both 8s, that would have been understandable. To say that Harry Kane was better than Heung-min Son on the day and that Harry Kane had a hat trick of assists, not true. And he also didn't have a clear sight of goal himself. It's like, Dan Kilpatrick, did you watch the fucking match?
I personally think that's lazy journalism.
100%. It's freaking.
I'll be honest, and I'll be honest. I said this earlier.
Disgraceful article from Dan Kilpatrick. Absolutely disgusting.
Sonny at 9, Kane at 8, but also I would have given 9 to Bentancur. Bentancur's pass, filthy pass to Harry Kane, filthy pass to Son, started it. Bentancur was
100%, Ali. 100%.
Freaking amazing, along with Romero. Like those guys. Oh.
What's the point of the article? To put Son below Kane? Like, is that
what did he give?
It's English media bias, and Dan Kilpatrick, you can get your ass kicked. You know.
What did he give Reggie? What did Reggie get?
Like a 6.
Wait. What did he give Bentancur?
Yeah, he gave Bentancur a 9-8.
What?
Okay.
Bro.
Dan Kilpatrick.
Romero should have got 9.
He's one of the most quoted Spurs journalists in football.
Yeah, he's Detrick's best friend.
Romero got?
He's Detrick's best friend. That's why he gave Harry Kane a 9 and not.
What did he give Romero? Go up. What did he give Romero?
Detrick's definitely played it.
A 9.
I don't know why both people, both players, can just not get equal amounts of credit sometimes. You know?
Yeah, like if he would have given him both Kane and Son 9s, right? Hat trick of assists, hat trick of goals, you know. Because neither of them actually got a hat trick of anything, right?
Well, I've debated with you before in the past, saying, you know, like whatever, regardless of articles. But I am inclined to agree with you. At this stage, I mean, English media is awful, and Stell and people who live in England, Josh, tabloids, you know, crap like that. They're going to say
this to be controversial. So they lie on purpose in order to be controversial, so that I'll talk about their dumbass article. Is that?
I don't know if it's putting down Son or if it's just bigging up the English captain. I'm not sure.
Kilpatrick, he's a wanker.
Yeah.
One of the most quoted journalists in. I mean, this is like. And then we got. I wanted to bring up this guy's comments in here. You guys may get offended, but he says it's English pride. And that there's an agenda against Son. Is basically
who said that, and what was the full kind of statement?
So Hap Seroro, he says it's 사고방식. Yeah, so 중심 사고방식. So it's English pride, and a so 차별 is like a it's like an agenda or a. It's like 인정차별 would be like racism, but it doesn't mean the same. It's more like it means like an agenda against or a bias towards, right? They have a bias.
Bias towards rather than racism. I would think.
Yeah. So he's saying, well, he didn't mention racism because racism is 인정차별. He says Sonny 차별 이제 그냥 익숙해요, right? He's like, so basically drop your English pride and just acknowledge the agenda against Son. That's basically what he says.
Wall
I wouldn't
Street
necessarily say.
Good point.
I don't necessarily think it's an agenda against Son. I think it's an agenda to make Harry Kane look better than what he actually is.
Exactly, Josh.
But he's not talking about you guys. He's talking about the article guy, right? He says the author. 저기서 승까지 Sonny 떨어뜨릴 수 없고.
This is the thing. That's an English tabloid. Like if you go to any other private tabloid and look at their ratings, they're
English Standard's a tabloid.
The Evening Standard is an English tabloid. If you go to any other independent tabloid, say like an American tabloid, I guarantee the stat.
Okay, so we might have a different definition of tabloid. So here in the United States, tabloids are like fake newspapers that talk like Angelina Jolie had an alien baby, right? Like that's a tabloid.
Tabloids over here are just all the newspapers: Evening Standard, Daily Mail, The Sun, The Mirror.
Yeah. Okay, so we would just say just newspaper, right, or publication, right?
Well, when you have your tabloids there, you got the New York Post, yeah.
Wall Street Hotspur brings up a good point. He says, well, the point is that you're talking about the article. If he didn't do that, then this would be just any other article. Some people did just do that for clickbait. So I agree with Wall Street Hotspur, because
what gets me is the fact in the description of this article, it literally says Harry Kane's hat-trick of assists. Nothing mentioned about Son's 2 goals.
Yeah.
But he's saying he scored twice, right? Scored twice.
But what I'm talking about is in big bold letters at the top of the article. It says Harry Kane's hat-trick of assists.
Yeah,
Josh,
enforce
the
Zuma's
English captain, mate. You know how much you promote your
but that's a
captain.
lie, though.
That's what winds me up about English newspapers.
Yeah, it's what winds everybody up. It's what winds me up, what winds Will up. You know that.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that he had 2 assists is a lie, right? He had 3 assists. He had 2. That's a lie.
Well,
he had 3.
He had but he had a hand in all 3 goals. So we got to give him credit.
You can't assist an own goal, dude.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean you can't. You don't get. That's what I'm saying. Like you say, his son forced Zuma's own goal in a decisive performance, but he doesn't just. Why doesn't he say hat trick for Son?
I'm a bit confused. Put up the sofa scores again. This is why I sometimes I discredit. With the 7.1 that they give to Romero and the 7.2 to Betancourt, it makes it seem like they were unemployed. They were
No. So in SofaScore, like you gotta remove the Dan Kilpatrick mindset of ratings when you're looking at a statistical rating. It's based on it has 2 completely different definitions and metrics, right? So, like for example, an 8 that's like great, right? So what they're saying, so light green that means good. Right, so like what we would say would be like a 9. So like if you're translating this into like whatchamacallit speech, pundit speech or reporter speech, this would be like a 9. This would be like an 8.5, 8. 9 or 10, 8, 7, 7.5, 8s, right? 6 and a 9 because you're talking. So you'd be looking at like greens are great, light greens are good. These yellows are average, right? And then these are below average.
The thing that gets me with SofaScore is it's.
I understand what you're saying,
they're saying Hugo was.
Betancourt. It shows that
it's probably because he wasn't involved, right? He didn't have a lot to do today. So goalkeepers get lower scores when they don't have a lot to do.
It seems that Matt Doherty was on par with Betancourt, and though he forced the first goal, Daughtry. And he made the mistake, which led to the corner for West Ham's goal. But like, Betancourt was a 9 for me. Romero was like he killed anything that West Ham like. So that's I know they have their formula, but it's just like Matt Daugherty 7.2, Christian Romero 7.1.
You know what? I think Matt Daugherty played well.
Are they going off now?
It seems criminal. Look at that, like
no, I mean that's a good performance. So, for example, you're talking.
Dougherty had a good game. Bentancur was a lot better, though. I mean, I don't understand.
What I'm saying is, it's not about feelings, right? It's not like Bentancur's little flip and turn that he had in the box that looked great, right? You don't get extra points for looking cool, right? Like that's just a turn. That's just a dribble, right? So.
Well, according to Cody Mack, Alistair Gold rated Son the highest mark on the team.
Well, good. Yeah, Alistair got. In fact, There's a Korean journalist now who I've actually followed on Twitter, who I guess Alistair Gold knows. And Alistair Gold retweeted one of this Korean journalists. I guess he works in London and covers football in London or in the UK. And he retweeted it. And I put in there, I was like, it's about time you got it right after giving him the lowest score on the team for the last 2 weeks. And the Korean guy was like, you got it right today. Let's just enjoy it. I was like, yeah, good job. Good job.
The thing is about ratings, I think they're subjective, aren't they? Like, there's 100%. You're going to have the stats in front of you. But again, like people that, like myself, I don't focus primarily on stats. I focus primarily on what I see on the pitch. Stats do play a part of it after the fact. But during the game, I sat there and I was thinking, do you know what? Son's probably man of the match for me. But then
100% man of the match.
It was a contention between three. It was Son, Bentancur, or Romero. Those three.
Totally agree with you, Josh. Totally agree with you.
Yeah, and the only reason why that Kane and Son have a light year jump across those other guys is because they get extra points for goals and assists, which the other guys did not have. Right, so that's the difference. If you pull out the 2 goals and the 2 assists. Son and Kane scores probably are looking a lot like Bentancur, Doherty, Romero, and Reguilon, right? So you gotta understand that light green means good, right? That's a good score. The dark green is like great, and when you get into blue, that's like perfect, right? Like 10, 9s, and 10s, high 9s, high 10s. But we do have another big super chat from Elliot. Thank you very much, Elliot. Appreciate it very, very, very much. People help Gogum and Ellie out with the super chats. Don't make him carry the weight. She says, and David too. I didn't forget you, Dave. Will, do you think of if Son was English, like born in England and played for England, he'll got more accolades and recognition like Kane does?
In England, yes.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
A million percent.
In England, yes.
Yeah.
You got to think about it as well. You're coming up to international break. The last thing you're going to want to do is slate any England 11 players. Yeah, they're going to pick Harry Kane up.
You can big him up, like give him the same, but like to give him a higher score than Son and then lie about what Harry Kane did. Like the fact that he had a hat trick of assists, which he didn't, and that he never had a clear shot on goal when he had 2. It's like, come on, dude. Like it's like, hey man, pull up your pants. Your bias is showing, right? Like,
look, Harry did create 3 goals, so I know we're talking semantics here, whether it's a hat trick of assists or
sure. Son created 3 goals too.
Yeah, I know. I'm not debating that, like whatsoever. I mean, I think they both had a great game. Look, my phone's going off the hook, so I'm getting calls coming in from overseas. So
yeah, man, handle your calls. Come off, pop back on if we're still live, man. When you get time, that'll be all good.
Cool, all right, brother. I'll be in the chat, and as always, a pleasure to talk to you, boys. And yeah, come on, these Spurs. Top 4 is on.
All right, Aaron, I appreciate it.
All right, I'll text you, bud.
Nice one. All right.
In a bit, mate.
Alrighty. Cody says he has a man of the match. For Son, you can make strong case for Kane, Romero.
No, Kane does. Kane had Kane had an unbelievable game too. Let's be honest.
But Kane didn't score 2 goals.
Bros, who cares?
He missed 2 goals.
I do.
Bro, no. At the end of the day, he created Son's goals, so he needs to get some recognition.
No one says he doesn't. No one says he doesn't get the recognition. What I'm saying, my argument is, English tabloids are rating him over Son. Like, no, Son was unbelievable today.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Son was man of the match.
Honestly,
the man of the match.
I'll be honest.
If you're picking 3 players to go man of the match, Harry Kane doesn't fall into any.
No, yeah, he does. He does. No,
he doesn't. Harry Kane, Bentancur, Romero.
No, I don't agree. No, I don't agree. Well, for me, it's it's Kane, Son, and Romero. Those 3.
Kane, Son, Romero, Bentancur would be the 4 that you would vote from. I think they were the 4 that were selected, but
can you remove quickly Kane just for 2 seconds?
What?
No, I just wondered, can you please show me, how did Reguilon get a 7.2 at 7.3?
7.1 it was.
I'll show you in a minute. Hold on, let me bring this guy in real quick. Yeah. We got him.
Marcelo.
Not Marcelo. Oh, I deleted it, Dan. I was going to bring up the bun. The bun is in the house. Everybody say hey to the bun. Pick up the bun.
Danny in the house.
What's going on, everyone?
Toilet.
Danny, do me a favour. Can you just preach
Toilet!
wrong about Kane getting man of the match?
Kane was not man of the match, Dietrich. Sorry, mate. I can't.
No, I didn't say he was. No, I didn't say he was man of the match, but he had it.
No.
Top 3. He was a top 3 player.
But the dude, hold on. Okay, but this is what I want to say. So Kane did have a lot of key passes today. He had 4, right? So 4 key passes. So out of his 25 passes that he completed, 4 of those were key. That's good, right?
That's
good
really
quality. Good. But he only had 66% packing accuracy. Like a lot of his passes into the back were way off. Like Son probably could have had 3 goals from that, and he lost possession 20 times.
How
20 times out of 54 touches. Sorry.
No, honestly, no. Let's be honest.
20 times, DJ.
No. This is nonsense. Like, why would you care about? No. Why would you care about possession loss? No, let's be honest.
We can sit here and slate Kane, but I am.
It's not about. I'm going to say he's in over Son for man of the match.
No.
I'm also going to bring a criticism in favor against Son, and that is that Ben Rama's goal was scored because Son wasn't marking his man properly.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. This debate
Son's not a defender.
This debate is pointless. Romero was man of the match today by a fucking mile. He was an animal.
No, he wasn't.
No. He was a beast, right? He cleared up. If he didn't play the way he played today, we would have conceded more goals. I guarantee you that. He was clearing up everything today.
You got a good game. 3 clearances, 3 interceptions, 3 tackles.
No. Don't look at. I'm not looking at stats, bro. I don't look at stats. I look at what I saw in the stadium today, and Romero was hands down the best player on the pitch for us. Son was the closest player in terms of who I thought man of the match was. Son was, you would say, is up there because he obviously played well today. He scored 2 goals. He did really well. Kane obviously played well as well. He had some great passes today. Bentancur, he was brilliant today again. But for me, Romero was just sensational today. He was sensational. He was playing like Van Dijk today. Nothing was getting past him. He was composed. He was focused. He didn't get a yellow card. He was brilliant. He was fucking brilliant today. It's one of the best performances I've seen from Romero.
He punked that whole front, like literally punked that whole front line.
He had every single one of them, Murray, in his back pocket. Every single one of them. There was a time, there was a bit where he lost the ball and he was like, "Nah, fuck this," and he ran back and got it. He ran back and just absolutely bullied the defender.
Bentancur had Declan Rice hanging onto his pocket, mate.
No,
Declan Rice was in Bentancur's pocket the whole
No, Rice.
He was.
I agree. Yeah, Bentancur had him like him and Højbjerg. I thought I was watching Barcelona with the passing between Romero.
That was brilliant.
Can someone answer me? Can someone answer me a question? I've got a question. How the fuck is Declan Rice rated the #1 CDM in the whole of the Premier League?
No. Josh. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. He's amazing, but he had a shit game.
He got pocketed by Bentancur.
But Josh, think.
Hold on. I want you guys to understand something here. Like, this is why I think Bentancur is better than Romero.
No.
He's on the ball, triple-digit touches, dude. Who's on the ball everywhere. 95%, 91, and it's not a lot. It's over almost 100 passes, and 91 of them are. And he's not in the back line passing it back and forth between each other, right? But 100% on his long balls, 100% on his dribbles. Lost the ball 6 times.
No, can I just say something quick? Can I say something?
My argument.
No, can I?
The first person
6 times to 20 times.
Because I said this Tottenham team, this was the best performance in regards to tiki-taka. I didn't recognize our team today.
I agree.
I've never seen our team passion efficient. And
do you know what it was, Murray? Murray, do you know what it was?
Look like Iniesta. I was like, it was beautiful.
Murray,
I was crying.
Murray, do you know what it was, mate? What I saw today was exactly how Conte wants them to play. Passengers play. It was like confidence in possession, which is the first time I've seen Tottenham properly under Conte. Apart from the Liverpool game, apart from the Liverpool game where they were confident in possession. They were really confident in possession today. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they could have scored more, to be honest with you.
They were fooling around with West Ham. There was point.
Oh, yeah. It was a bit. Do you know what the most impressive thing was, Mari, the most impressive thing about today, was when we were pressured, they were playing quick passes between each other. They're like little, like in training, right? When you have like a one guy in the middle and they try to play it around them, right? It was like that. It was like they were just passing so quickly, pass and move. It was lovely to watch certain passages during the game, especially when we were getting pressured. It was brilliant. They could get out. It's like they got out of every single pressured moment. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm just saying, look, I'm just saying right now, right? If this guy had scored, he probably would have had a higher rating than Son.
All I'm going to say,
2 tackles, 1 interception, only lost the ball 6 times, right? Over a 75%, 66% on his aerial duels, 70, 4 out of 6, that's like 80% out of his ground duels, 100% on his dribbles, 100% on his long balls. 91 out of 96 passes complete on 105 touches.
But you can't.
You've admitted it yourself. You correct me if I'm wrong, but SofaScore rates the players based on their positional stats, correct?
No. What do you mean by positional stats?
Rodrigo's Bentancur's
he gets rated.
Score would be rated. His rating would be based on players
midfielders.
On his midfielders. In that case. How Romero and Bentancur are 2 different players.
Yeah, but
Bentancur is a central midfielder. He's supposed to touch the ball more times than a defender.
Yeah, but
no, defenders touch the ball more than midfielders.
No,
what are you talking about? Yes.
No.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Sorry.
No.
They do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
The whole purpose of a defender is you're supposed to keep it. You're supposed to defend the goal.
Yeah, that's your job.
In modern football, when you're talking about teams that keep possession, look when you're going up, when we have play in our offensive third, how many times does the defenders touch the ball compared to the midfielders and the strikers? Far more. You guys, you don't understand what you're talking about. We're not talking about in the defensive third. No, stop. No, you're absolutely wrong. Go look at the total touches for a player for the year. Defenders always far exceed the players in the front. Always.
I don't know. It's chalk and cheese in my opinion, man. Like,
it's always.
There's 3 players that are up for contention for man of the match for me: Son, Bentancur, Romero. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
A player from each position.
Yeah, but still, for me, it was Romero. Everyone else has their own opinions, but for me, it was Romero. What I saw today, he was.
But do you guys realize that he made it look easy on Antonio and he's a big guy.
He had a Van Dijk performance today.
He had a Van Dijk. I never seen that from Romero in my life. I never seen.
Do you know what impressed me even more, Dietrich, about Romero? It was his concentration today. What Conte said in pre-match, right? In the pre-match press conference, where he's like, or the interview before, where he was saying Romero just needs to concentrate a bit more, not get yellow cards, like silly yellow cards. He did exactly that today, and it was like perfection today.
And
that's defensive perfection today. That was from him.
Danny, where I was surprised, do you remember like the last corner when everyone started when it was like still 2-1?
Yeah.
And there was, and do you see how he jumped? Like that's confidence. If you look at
confidence. That's what I mean. He had confidence today. He was outstanding, man. I think him for me it probably him, Bentancur, and then Son as my top 3 in that order.
Like I think Christian Romero played really well too, and his numbers are really good too. Like this 7.1 these aren't bad numbers. You got to realize the SofaScore 7 is would be like an 8 or a 9 in a opinion rating, right?
All I'm going to say, do you know, it's actually nice to sit here and talk to other fans and not sit here and slag off players for playing really badly. We've all
no.
We can slag off Ben Davies in a minute, but
no. We have to start with Reguilon first.
I don't think Reguilon was as bad. You guys always make a bigger deal than.
I don't think any player.
We'll talk about Reguilon in a minute.
But he wasted.
Yeah, he could have been a lot better. He missed some chances. That's true.
He could have had 2 goals, man. He could have had 2 goals.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. I could have a far prettier wife if I would have married my first girlfriend rather than my second. Right?
Oh no, you say that, mate.
Conte, I think next.
Both
season,
were pretty. I just one was prettier than the other.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think if an offer comes in for Reguilon, I think he's going to sell. He'll if Conte's still there in summer, I think that he'll say, yeah, sell him and get someone else in. Because
I hope.
I honestly believe that he doesn't feel Reguilon is his type of player that can play the way he wants to play, because he's not great going forward, like in terms of composed finishing and stuff like that. And when Reguilon lately, right, the way we've been playing, has had so many chances and he's missed every single one of them. He's only scored that one when he came on the other game against Everton. But other than that, that was pretty much an open goal. So if he missed that, it would have been fucking even worse. But I mean, every other chance, he's had so many good chances. He just can't score. Like today, right? That ball from, was it Kane? I think it was.
Kane.
His touch was so bad. His first touch.
But then
They
right?
don't.
Then he goes on the ground and starts screaming like, "Oh, it's a penalty."
No, but that was a different moment. That was a different moment. But what I'm saying is the one where he literally just fucking gave the most tamest shot possible at the near post, and it's like, come on, man. How many times we said fucking hit across goal, just smash it on your laces, and that's going in. But he just doesn't. He's just so not confident when he's in front of goal. It's like every time you're like, come on, please hit the back of the net, and you know he's not going to do it.
He looked pretty confident to me. I think he tries. I just don't think he's got the qualities that make up a good left wing back. You know,
but that's,
I think
hence why.
Yeah, but that's, go ahead, my bad.
I think Sessegnon is more of a Conte style wing back than Reguilon. Reguilon probably go back to Madrid and become a superstar.
But
I'm not saying he's good. He's bad, but you know, I think the La Liga will suit him better than the Premier League.
100%.
I think so. I think Sessegnon's better in terms of in front of goal. He's more composed. He can finish. But I mean, would you? Hold on, before you say it, would you if an offer came in for Reguilon, because I know Fabrizio Romano was saying that there's quite a lot of top clubs that are interested in him. If we were to sell him for say 35-40 million pounds, would you sell him?
Bro, I would sell him for 15, to be honest. Get him
No.
done.
I would want to make my money back on him. So
yeah, so if that's what I'm saying, if 35 to 40 million, you're making a profit. So would you sell him?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, of course.
Use that 40 million to bring in another wing back that's actually competent.
But
okay, so if that's a hypothetical situation, and say, for example, he does go in the summer, who would you like to bring in as a left wing back?
Angelino from Leipzig. He's so good. He's so good.
I'm gonna shoot off in a minute, right? Can I just make a quick case as to why I believe Son's at fault for the West Ham goal?
Of course, everyone saw it. No, but first it was Doherty. Just
Doherty started first. I said in the back of my
It's a dumb
mind.
corner to give away. Where'd Josh go?
Get back in the game.
I'm here.
Oh, is that a video? Okay,
no, it's not. It's an image. The reason I believe that Son is at fault for the goal, the ball is here at this precise moment. So this is where the ball is here, right? Look at Son's positioning.
He's taking a step to the left.
He's taking a step this way.
Yeah.
What he should have done is he should have come inwards. There.
But look at Ben Davies too.
Because then it puts Ben Rama under pressure. You think about it, Ben Rama's goal went here, right?
Right, but you have to understand too that okay, listen, I agree with everything that you're saying, right?
But look at Ben Davies.
Ben Davies is here as well. He's not marking anybody.
Yeah, he's marking no one.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, literally no one.
And but also too, when this ball comes in, if you actually watch it from the replay live, it takes a weird bounce, right? So the trajectory of it, it was coming out away from the box. If you notice how it was outside the 6-yard back, it was a, what do they call that? I'm drawing a blank right now. Help me out, guys. Where the ball whips from the touchline to out. What's that called?
What do you mean?
I mean,
there's a specific team, but anyway, the ball's coming.
Outswinger or in-swinger.
Yeah, an outswinger. It was an outswinging ball, right? So Son is taking his step to the left because he's predicting that it's going to take a left bounce. Right?
You don't predict in football, man. You don't do it.
When you're an attacker, you do.
No, but in this situation, you don't do it. You don't do it.
I personally think Son is predicting the ball that's here to go to Kulusevski to play him in, which and then Son just bolts it down. That's what I think it was.
Yeah, he thought the ball, because it was an outward swinger, he thought the ball was coming there. Because you actually see him, before it gets right to the heads, he takes another stutter step to the left, right?
Yeah, this way.
Can you please
and then when the ball goes inside, right? He gets caught out.
Okay, can you please don't remove that. Can you look at Dyer's feet? Like, he's not even jumping. Look at his feet. Dyer.
Dyer's
Yeah.
isn't it?
No.
15.
No, number 15. That's not Dyer. That's Kane.
Oh yeah. Dyer's here.
Look at him.
Yeah.
There's no ups. Yeah.
He's not even jumping. Like, look at his idiots.
But Goguma says here, 선수들이 점점 칸테 감독님이 원하는 대로 되는 것 같아요. But he says it looks like slowly and surely they're starting to do what Conte wants them to do. But, let me pull up.
What bothers me is the fact you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players looking at the ball. What Rich Son should be doing is he should be checking his shoulder. That's what he needs to be doing. He's checking his shoulder here.
Yeah, but look at Lloris too. Like, what is he doing?
Watching the ball like he's supposed to be doing, because he's got to predict which way to dive.
No, but if I was him, just come out of your box and claim it, or kick, or punch it.
Yeah, because
it wasn't on your line.
It wasn't that far out of the 6-yard box.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, but it wasn't outward. But see, that's the thing. I think the thing that holds Lloris to this line is the fact that it's an outward swinging corner, right? Which means he doesn't know how far out it's going to end up traveling away from the 6-yard box. Yeah, I think just the way the ball, sometimes balls in are just good balls in, right? And it takes a weird deflection, like it's like it plays pinball off 3 heads when they're all jumping for it, and ends up taking a weird hop. As Son takes a step to the left, Ben Davies never picks up Benzema, or whatever his name is.
Who's Benzema?
Benrahma. And I know his name. I'm having brain farts tonight. And Ben Davies never picks him up. You know what I mean? Ben Davies should be marking somebody. There's no. He should be picking up the guy making a runner into that space, which is Benrahma, and he never does.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
it is valid. But what gripes me is we don't do well from set pieces. So why is Son predicting the ball to go this way?
Yeah,
Son shouldn't be in the box in the first place.
No, he should. Everyone is in the. Kane is in the box. You should be in the box.
But I'm saying they're there. They're in the box 4, for bodies.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
7 West Ham, 8. You got 8 West Ham players in the box, or in the attacking third. Of course, he's going to come down, isn't he? He's going to mark. He's going to contribute.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Spurs players in the box.
Yeah.
Where's Reguilon at?
Reguilon is nowhere to be seen.
Is he underneath you guys? Here, let me put it on this.
He's probably over here somewhere.
No, I don't think so.
Where's Reguilon?
Reguilon should be there.
No,
unless he's like hiding underneath here.
No, first of all,
First
where's Doherty? Because this over there, that's
Doherty's right here.
No, that's Hojbjerg. You can look at his statue. No, that's Hojbjerg.
That's Hojbjerg.
No, where's Doherty and Reguilon?
I was going to say
Doherty's in there with
No, that's Ben Davies with the mouse.
No, Ben Davies is right here. Okay, so in front of there's 3 guys. There's 3 guys right there. I think that might be Reguilon.
No, that's
there's 3.
Romero.
There's 3 white shirts
Romero,
right there.
that's Romero.
No, there's 3 white shirts in front of Dyer though.
Who's the guy in front of number 4, the West Ham number 4?
The guy right in front of 15, Souček. The guy right in front of Souček.
Yeah.
The guy right in front of Souček.
Next to that's Bentancur, and next to Souček, that's Dyer.
Right, I'm saying in front of Souček, there's 1 guy, and then there's 2 more guys behind that, in front of that aren't marking anybody.
Clue. I don't know.
Let me find a different angle.
You got Højbjerg marking him, Son marking him, Davis marking him, so is Rodrigo Bentancur. Dyer's
Kane.
marking Zuma.
No, that's Kane.
Is that
Kane's on the line.
yeah. Kane's marking Antonio, which I don't like because the last time that we saw Kane marking Antonio scored from this exact same position. Dyer's marking whoever that is. Who's number 15 for West Ham? I can't think.
Dawson. Craig Dawson.
So whoever's up in this is marking Dawson. Kulusevski's marking this. Who's marking him? In case he tries to make a break on the inside. So if the ball does come back, he can just ding it.
Nobody, because he's not in a dangerous position, right? He's the taker.
When I first saw
you don't need to mark him.
When I first saw it, I wondered where Region was, because that 22 Benrahma is Reggie's man. Reggie's should be on that.
Philly Ali's in the house.
Oh, just a quick one. Cody put up a comment as well.
Hold on 1 second. Let me bring a Philly Ali in the house. He's here. He's Cody's doppelganger. When Cody was younger and more handsome. Philly Ali's in the house. What's going on, man?
Hey, fellas. It's good night.
What's going on?
Yeah,
I think you're muted or something.
Keep your hammers.
Okay, a little bit delayed.
He's delayed.
You're
So
good,
I'm
man.
calling in all the way from Cleveland.
No, you're good, bro.
Worked yourself out now.
Long way. It was a nice second half to watch, guys. Being on top, being dominant. What'd you guys think?
Do you know what really summed it up for me? Do you know how I knew we were going to get a result today? Mikel Antonio putting that shot wide. Mikel Antonio was not on form.
Do you know how I knew we were going to get a result, Josh?
How?
The sun was shining, mate.
Whenever
the sun shines, mate, we always do well.
Okay, Ty.
Right, anyways, guys, I'm going to shoot off the bed because I've been
All right, Josh. We got Ellie with a big super sticker. Thank you very much, Ellie.
Later, Josh.
Come on, Spurs.
Later, man.
Piss off, Josh. Joshua, I mean.
Love you, Josh. Everybody go subscribe and follow Josh on Twitter. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Josh, Tottenham guy. Take it easy, mate.
Bye.
Is there music somewhere?
This music? Yeah.
No, that's me, guys. My bad.
Oh, that's you.
Quick question, quick one, yeah, because Cody mentioned it in the chat. Yeah, he said, "Was anyone worried about Dyer today?" Yeah, I actually was, because he made some bad mistakes in the first half, and again his defensive stuff today, from what I watched, wasn't. It was a bit. It's like he was a bit nervous on certain occasions, or he wasn't concentrating enough.
I think it wasn't a head injury.
I think it was. I genuinely think it was. I think if it wasn't for how good Romero was defending today, I think he made him look a bit more as a confident defender. If Romero had a bad game, Dyer, you would have seen how bad Dyer was.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up.
Bad, but
well, let me add this in here, and I want you guys to see how monsterly crazy this ball whips, right? So that's where he's taking it from, right? So if you look here, we got Kulusevski here, Son here, right? Bentancur and Doherty here. You have Romero back here. Or that's Bentancur there. Who's that?
That's Doherty. Above him.
That's Doherty right there.
Yeah, that one's Doherty.
Davies, maybe?
Yeah, I think it is Davies.
Yeah, Ben Davies. Reguilon's over here.
That's Reguilon, right? Yeah. Kane's in front.
Kane's in front of him. Okay, this is when the cross happens, okay? Where Josh's photo comes in, this guy, number 4, Antonio, right? Starts to make a run, and Ben Davies follows him in. Son's actually marking 15 when it starts, okay? Then as it comes in, the ball, you guys get to see the whip. Let me just go back a little bit. I'm trying to do this without getting demonetized here. But I went too far.
That was useless. So Christian's going to the Makerspace in Dayton?
Anyway, on this one here, the ball comes like way out this way. Like it comes from here and it's like whoop. Like it's a really, you guys have to watch it back on your own, but it's basically it comes in and then really whips outward, right? To right about where Dyer's standing. I me just go. It comes like it goes in and then out of play, or out and then back into play. But when you're looking at it from this angle over here, Son is really marking number 15. When the ball comes in, Son has to switch to 22, but he's watching the fly to the ball.
No, Will. Let's be honest. Like, stop making excuses. Son made a mistake. Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
So yes, you could say Son could have picked him up, guys. It's possible.
He could have done better, but it's not his job. You could say
it's not his job. Yes.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying here is Son now checks to see that he's doing that, and he actually checks back into the box. Right. I just want people to actually watch to see what actually happened on the pitch. Right. People said they watched it with their eyes.
Super sticker so we can see everything, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
why didn't we win the first header in the first place? Why did we win that header?
Yeah.
Because we have.
Anyway.
Shit in the air.
So you got Doherty here that runs back into the box and gets into this spot. So Doherty runs to the ball. Bentancur runs to the ball. Romero runs to the ball. Harry Kane actually steps back towards the near post, right? You can see he's marking somebody here at this point in time, right? What second am I on?
Yeah, and then Son fucked up.
Okay, these people all left Son by himself.
No. Son left his man by himself.
The Son was marking other people.
No, he wasn't. No, stop it. Well, that was his man. No, look from the start. Doherty has Dawson.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Look back. Go back.
Hold on, I gotta pull it off stream so I can find it, so we don't get.
I'm gonna go to bed, guys, because I've got to be up tomorrow. So, see everyone later. All right.
All right. We'll do, bud.
Danny.
Right. Okay, you want to retract that statement now, Dietrich?
No. But then it switches. Continue.
Yeah, after the corner happens.
No. Continue. No. Move forward.
Yeah.
Move forward, please.
Son follows him. Right. 15.
Move forward. No, wait. No, go back. Actually, go back. My bad. Go back. Sorry, move back. My bad. Go back.
Go forward. Go back.
Sorry.
Go back.
Sorry.
It was a crying cat. It was a crying cat was a super chat for Ellie. I can't see them on StreamYard, Cody. You know that. I can't see them. And on the list that I have over here on my StreamYard, I'll have to actually pull up the YouTube chat to see what it is. I can't see them, unfortunately.
Mr. Excuses.
But no, it's true. It's crying chat. I mean, you see the same chat that I do. Okay, but yeah, so here we go. Right?
Yeah, but if you look carefully,
who is Son marking again?
No, technically
at the start.
No.
Stop with the technically bullcrap, dude. Just say you were wrong, bro.
No. Wait. Look carefully, like you're watching Son marking Dawson, but actually it's Doherty and Ben Davis marking Zuma and Dawson. Because look, they're both watching him, and Son is watching Benrahma. Look at it carefully. It's not Son's man. Like they planned the whole thing from the start. So you're wrong.
You know what they planned from the start.
No, but you can't. No, but it's so obvious. Look at them. No, why do you have two men close to the penalty marking? Technically the two biggest guys marking Zuma and Dawson. You see? So Doherty.
What I see is Doherty telling you got Ben Davies and Doherty and Son up there marking those two guys.
But
right?
Doherty is watching Dawson. That's his man, and Ben Davies is marking Zuma. That's his man too.
Okay. And what I see is Doherty basically telling Son he's going to pick him up.
Yeah. No, but but that's started from the start because Son knew that wasn't his man.
Okay.
So
then why does he run with him?
No, he doesn't. Are
you sure?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Okay. Watch it. Okay. I'll tell you right now. Son runs with him. Looks into the middle of the box, has him behind his back. Okay. Right.
You see?
No.
You see, he didn't run.
He did run with him. Okay.
No, he didn't.
Okay, he did. If you watched it, I can't play the video. Okay,
Well,
you're looking at a still image of the photograph.
Well, you can just
I'm telling you, he run with him.
No,
right?
you have to look. You have to look at from another side. That's not Son.
Then Son checks, looks into the box, sees Ben Rama's run. Right? Hold on. He checks his shoulder. See Doherty picking him up. Switches to pick Ben Rama. Okay.
No, watch the replay.
I'm watching it right now.
I thought I'm about 2 seconds.
Huh?
You have a coach badge and you're not looking the bigger picture. You're actually not. I'm not a coach, and I can tell you that wasn't from the start. Son was just there just to slow down the run.
And look, this is what I'm saying. Dawson, you don't chip people with your head. Okay? That's impossible. So how can you tell me Dawson chipped Son and Son let him release it into Doherty and he didn't make it by
From the start, Son released him to Doherty. He just made the run slower. Because if you give him a free lane, the guy will just jump.
I wish to God I could just show the replay because you guys are so off.
No, you're so off.
You're so off. Like it might even be worth getting demonetized.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So Son is marking 15. He takes 3 to 4 steps with him. Checks his shoulder, sees Doherty. My guess is Doherty says, "I got him." Right? Son checks his shoulder and then checks his shoulder and sees Ben Rama. He starts to go with Ben Rama, and as the outward ball whips in, he stops, takes a step to the left, and the header, which should have been cleared by the 3 or 4 guys standing in front of the man's Son, just let go. Hold on. The Son just let go, right? And the ball bounces off the side of his head into Ben Rama, who had actually taken a step that way, as Son took a step that way, and Son was caught out. Right?
Okay, so
but it's not Son didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, he did. But wait. So, like Stinky said, who was Doherty marking then? Who was he marking?
The guy that headed the ball to Ben Rama.
And who was it? Son's man.
At what point?
What do you mean, what point?
They switched marks. Dietrich.
Yeah, but from the start...
They're playing a zone. They are not man marking in the box. They are playing a zonal marking.
I know, but
do you realize zonal marking means that you mark the guy who comes into your zone? As a guy comes in, you release the guy, right?
I know that. Okay. I never said the opposite. I never said that, bro. I'm just telling you.
You said it was always Ben Rama was always Son's man. No, as long as 15 is in Son's zone, Son is marking 15.
Well, from the start, Son was, even if the ball came into Son's zone, damn well Son would not jump.
Yes, he would jump.
No, he wouldn't, bro. No, he wouldn't. Come on.
Okay. Watch the replay, bro.
West Ham are really good at set pieces.
The second best team in the league at set pieces, first of all.
Who's first?
Son is marking this with 15, whoever he is, right? 15 comes, he gets behind Son, he runs behind Son, Son checks in, bends him up, the ball comes in, he heads out, boom. The guy's already inside Son before it even happens.
You're saying zone marking, so why Son wasn't on Ben Ram after?
Because he wasn't in Son's zone anymore.
Son shouldn't have been
he's in Davies' zone.
No, my God, I'm sorry. That was Son's man. Bro.
It's not Son's zone I'm sorry, dude. Son's zone is not in the 6-yard box, Dietrich.
Okay, so why wouldn't you follow your man? Because zone marking doesn't work in that situation if you're alone.
Ask Conte why he hasn't playing zonal marking, dude.
Okay, so why did he follow after? Like he followed close.
Do you guys know what zonal marking is?
I know what zone marking is.
Okay, so when someone leaves your zone, do you let him go or do you follow him?
Well, depending on the situation.
No, do you let them go or do you follow them?
Depending on the situation.
No, you let them go. Why? Because if the ball ends up coming back into your zone and you're not in your zone, you're not doing your job. It's not Son's fault that Ben Davies did not pick up the runner when he left Son's zone and went into his zone because Ben Davies is marking fuck all.
Okay, let me ask you this question then.
True or false?
No, let me ask you this question. If you're saying you're saying that's zone marking. Yes. If you have
It is zone marking.
No. If you have 3 guys on the end of the zone, and Son is marking one guy, and then this guy leaves Son's zone, then he joins the other guy. Now it's 4-on-3. So why would you leave your man?
What do you mean? It's one-on-one.
No, because if you have let's say you have you're 4 guys, Son, Kane, Dyer, and Doherty, for example. Then you have Son on top of the zone and the 3 guys at the back.
Okay.
Then you have West Ham players, 3 guys on the end of the zone and 1 guy on Son's zone. So it's 1v1, like Son and whoever is on the top. If he leaves Son's zone, then joins the end of the zone. Does that make any sense? Like it's 4v3.
What position does Son play?
He's a left winger, but
okay. Oh, hold on. Stop. He's a left winger. Okay. Normally, when you're playing in a zonal system for set piece defense, where do attackers, wingers, forwards normally play? What's like the basic system? Near post, far post. Why?
Sorry, no, I didn't hear. Sorry.
Okay. Why do strikers and wingers, right? One of them or 2 of them, it's usually like a midfielder, like an attacking midfielder, and a winger / striker who ends up marking near post, far post in a zonal marking system, correct?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
they're not good in the air, right?
But it depends. Honestly, it depends. Sometimes you put 1 striker in the middle. It all depends, to be honest.
Right. I'm just saying the basic system, right? That's
usually that happens. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yeah. Right. The reason why you're putting them near post, far post is because they're not as physical. They're usually not as tall. They're usually not as good in the air. And so that's why actually Harry Kane gets a lot of clearances off the line. It's because on an inward balls into the box, he's good at tracking balls. He's a striker, right? That's what they're doing. He's able to head those clear off the line. But what I'm saying here is I want to add this right here again. Is that where Ben Davies?
Yeah.
Is that Ben Davies' zone, the middle of the box with the other 9 players?
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You see the little feet marks right here? Whose feet marks are those?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Ben Davies. Does Ben Davies get sucked in here when that cross comes in? Yes. Does he need to? No.
Well, you can say they both.
Is this Sun zone? Is the 6-yard box Sun zone where this guy ends up picking up the ball off the header that comes this way?
Boy, in those situations.
Yes or no? Is that Sun zone?
No, of course it's not.
So then it's not Sun's fault in a zonal marking system. He didn't leave his man, right?
But you have to make a decision. Football is not about, you have to play zone or not. Follow your man. I wouldn't, even if your coach told me to play zone.
If you want to say that Son could have done better in that system, but hold on. There's a difference between saying he could have done better and saying it's his fault or he did something wrong.
Well,
right?
You kind of have to take the criticism on it because it is his fault. But if you want to, if I'll be honest, Ben Davies, he made a huge mistake.
And like Stinky, I'm sorry, Davies is not marking Zuma. Zuma's right here. He's not marking Zuma. Right? That is not Ben Davies' zone. In fact, Son should probably, or Bentancur should be on Zuma, not Ben Davies. Ben Davies' zone in a marking system, he's the left center back, is right here. Can't see it because of the thing. Oh no, I'm gonna get crapped out. But basically, Ben Davies follows Zuma in here, right? Comes to that box here. That header, he picks it up on the edge of the box, right?
Well, just remove it. You're gonna get.
So, I'll just cut that part out.
On that note, I got to go and prepare for my first day back of work.
Okay, later, Murray.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good seeing you, mate.
Definitely, and buzzing for the win, excited, and Love Lounge will be on Wednesday, and we will have a tavern episode next Sunday. Being its international break. Come on,
next when? Next when?
Wednesday, and then Tavern is going to be on Sunday.
Sunday. What time?
Probably I'm looking at maybe 4 or 5 o'clock my time, which will be 9-10 UK time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I'll have more information on that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. On that note, good.
Everybody go subscribe to Mari. Show him your love. He's got a great channel, great dude, and all that stuff. And anyway, do I think that Son could have been smarter there? Yeah. But am I going to say, man, Son completely, he didn't do what he was supposed to do? No, he did what he was supposed to do. His job is to break out of that box as fast as possible if we win possession, which it looked like we were. And it took a bibbly bop off 3 different heads and ended up on the guy that was in front of him who was now behind him. Right? It's not like he just let him go because he was being dumb. It was just a bad circumstance of events. Could it have gone better? Absolutely. Right?
Sorry, I just got to address a comment in the chat. Aaron, piss off, bugger. Piss off.
Aaron Dove. International break. Come on, Japan. Stuff the koala bears. Sorry, Shane B. What does stuff the koala bears mean? Is that like a thing?
It's just Aussie colloquialism.
Oh, gotcha. I've never been to Australia, unfortunately. I'd like to go sometime.
It's far.
It's far. When I was in Asia, I really wanted to go because it's not that far from Asia. When I was in Korea, but never gotten there before. But look, man, I think it was a good match today.
Could have scored more.
Could have scored more. Kane should have had 2 goals. Son should have had an assist and a goal.
Regulon 2 goals.
Let's look at Regulon. We hadn't looked at Regulon earlier.
He's so bad, bro. He's actually so bad.
Let's take a look at why Regulon still welcome back.
Sorry, man. I had to pass out for a bit.
You passed out right when we were doing the tactical thing, right when we really needed a UEFA B licensed coach.
Stop lying, Style. You have some drug deals. Stop lying. Fucking
Listen. You focus on selling your bombs and missiles and leave the drugs to me, okay?
You racist piece of shit.
You just called me a drug dealer, motherfucker.
But let's take a look at Sergio Reguilon.
Let's be honest. Was he shit? Yes or no? Reguilon.
I said after the Man United game, I wasn't happy with him. I thought after Brighton he was worse. Today he's a joke. He's actually gone backwards. He was good under Mourinho. Today he tries harder to win penalties and actually shoot with his left foot.
Yeah, look, and that's he's trying to be too sniggles and snaggle. Like in the middle third, defensive third, I thought he was decent. Like I didn't see anything wrong with him, like defensively or like in the transition. It was just in the attacking third where he was just absolute, just being a clown, dude, for no reason. 2 key passes. Shot on target, 2 shots off target. Yeah.
But the thing is, he's made the run, right? He makes the right run. Then you got Kane, Son, Højbjerg, whoever playing the passes to him. Yeah. He's in on goal, and he just looks like he's going to screw it up. There's no confidence there, and
no, I hear you.
He's crossing into the box. That's gone missing as well.
Like everyone knows, like the Madrid academy, like they take pride on touches and like knowing how to control the ball. Like for the first time, I've seen a Madrid player that cannot control the ball properly.
No, I don't think his first touch is a problem.
No, it is a problem. Look careful at 62 minutes and 10 seconds. When he had the through ball from Kane, he fucked up his first touch. Then he wanted.
There's 2 types of players, right? There's types of players that get through, right? And you have what I like to call headless chickens. And
he's not headless.
He is. Reguilon's he's like a headless pigeon, at least.
I would say worse. I would say worse.
No, I mean, he's like Brian Hill, Lamella, Reguilon. These type of thin players who are always just like, looks like they're on like, you know, like speed or something, right? Like all the time. He's just one of those guys. Then you got guys like, I don't like players like that personally. I don't like them. I liked Reguilon simply because his first year here, his product in the attacking third was good. It was good. Like it was, you know. Then we ruined him, and I think he's got the possibility of coming back. Do
we have the time?
Well, yeah, we've got an international break, which I don't think he's playing for Spain, and we've got all summer for Conte to work with him. If Conte stays.
Well, we don't have the time to work with him. Just get someone new. Let's be honest. We need upgrades. Like
no, we definitely need an upgrade on. I think we need an upgrade on Sessegnon, bro. Like, I don't think Sessegnon is going to be the key, man.
No,
like Sessegnon of me seems like he doesn't have it up here, dude.
No, but you move all 4 wingbacks. Just sell them all. Then
That's
try
fine.
again. Yeah.
But we're not going to be able to move 4 wingbacks plus the actual other players that we need to move.
Do you know what, Will? If any of these wingbacks play for Tottenham next season, we're going to struggle, man.
Do you think we'd struggle?
Nothing.
Well, like
Maybe
I think the 2 on the right.
He's always injured.
So like I think the 2 on the right are fine. But if Reguilon's our backup,
2 on the right are fine.
No, the 2 on the right fine to get rid of both of them.
Oh,
like,
right.
We got to get rid of both of them. Neither of them can really to do a
They're
shit.
awful.
But even if like say Doherty was just a backup and Reguilon was just a backup and we bought 2, 1 left, 1 right,
But you need
I wouldn't.
You need competition, Will.
I think Reguilon could be a competition for somebody.
No,
Doherty's not really going to be a competition for anybody.
Under Conte is not a competition. If it
I
was
think he
Mourinho,
will be.
no, Conte doesn't like him.
Our wingbacks today did absolutely nothing.
Agree.
Like they
didn't. Reguilon didn't even get on the ball that much, to be honest with you. So to only have 38 touches and to have that many like contributions to attack, he gets in good spots. It's just a matter of that end product. Like I said, he's a headless chicken, man. He's all hype, you know, all energy and no focus. But like guys like Bent, that's why I love players like Bentancur, dude. That's why I was like super hyped up when Bentancur was like everybody was like Kulu, and I'm like, no, Bentancur, man. Like this guy, I like calm, just you know, calm. Cody's gonna clip that because my camera froze right at the calm.
Like Ellie's in the chat saying we got to be patient with Reggie and give him time. He's been here almost 2 years, man. Like it's ridiculous.
I agree.
He's going backwards.
And he's not good enough. And he gets injured.
Not good enough.
Oh, somebody's here. Okay.
And she hasn't been on in a while. But this is my good friend and faithful supporter 우리 Baby Mama Gogomanim is in the house. Everybody say hello. 안녕하십니까.
Hi everyone.
Gogoma.
안녕하세요, Gogoma.
Your boy son today was brilliant.
He was so good. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy. He was so fantastic. But the whole team played well, I think.
And there's a ton of chats in here that I'm missing. Not super chats or anything like that, but actual. Why is that not scrolling? I brought up the YouTube chat so I could see stuff like that, but it wasn't scrolling.
Do you know what's actually quite sad?
What's that?
Kieran Trippier would have actually been decent in this team. You know that. I'm not saying he's the answer.
Far better than anybody else we got on the right. 100%.
He would have been. Yeah. He would have been all right. You know.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would have been good.
But ended well with Levy.
How much money did we get from?
25 mil, I think.
And we spent it all on Emerson.
Yeah, he went to Spain and he won La Liga.
Well, Emerson's not that bad.
He is that bad, Gogoma.
He is bad.
Miano.
Conte substituted him today at the end.
Yeah, that's because Reguilon was really tired and being really bad in the second half. Reguilon was worse in the second half than the first half. I think it's more fresh in our memories.
Imagine we had players like Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold in this system.
We'd win the league.
Like,
we'd win the league. There's no.
The whole level of the team would go up by like 25-30%. Just those two positions.
We don't even need someone like big like them, like superstars. We just need consistent
I mean
players.
that quality, that level. If we get something like that, would be and another centre back. Oh my God, forget it.
Yeah, Trippier on free kicks instead of Kane. I think we should let Sonny take the free kicks. I'm sorry. I think he's never been on them. I think we should let him take them.
Actually, Dyer takes some good free kicks.
Yeah, but
Son's
the only one to score from a free kick this year.
That pass from Højbjerg to Kane today, when Kane missed his chance, that was such a good pass, man.
So nice, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what, guys? I actually think Bentancur and Højbjerg is a partnership we shouldn't break up. I don't think Skip should just walk into this team now. I think Bentancur and Højbjerg actually.
No, they played really good the last 3 weeks. To be honest with you,
I love Skip, but still, would you in that midfield now? They're experienced players, and they're forming a relationship. There's a partnership building there, man.
Yeah.
But would you give a rest? Like let Skip have a little run.
No, what I would do is I would probably use Skip as like a 75-minute sub, 80-minute sub. You know what I mean? And allow one and just it could be for either or, right? Højbjerg or Bentancur, just to give them a little bit of break, especially like on a day like today. For example, if you could bring in, instead of bringing in a Mora, Winks, normally we don't bring in a wing back unless sometimes he does. But like say the last game, it was Winks, Mora, and Stevie B, and then instead of Winks, you could have Skip come in there and do that job. You know what I mean? So, but definitely needs to earn his spot back. I don't think he comes right back in and starts right away. I think Højbjerg has played. In fact, I thought he's been underrated in the last 2 matches before today.
Can I ask you a little question? Right, I was chatting to Iggy about this during the match when we were sitting in the stands watching it, and people around us were saying make a sub, and all that stuff and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've got this starting 11 that he just picks the same team every game now, and then he makes subs really late. Do you think that the starting 11 are the only players he really trusts, and all the subs he doesn't trust them?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Like I'm not sure myself, but I just feel like
because the only subs he has is in the front three, right? Stevie B and Mora, and so but I don't think he trusts them enough to do the job in the system that they're doing right now.
Well, he's got Emerson and he's got Sanchez because they came on, but I mean, no, Sanchez didn't come. No, he did. Yeah,
Sanchez came on. He came on for Romero the other day when Romero had a yellow.
Yeah, he did. Sanchez came on and Doherty went to right back.
But you can tell he lost hope with Lucas, and that's to be honest.
No, I think Lucas does what he's supposed to do, but I just don't think Lucas is a starter, dude. Like Lucas has never been a starter.
No, I'm not saying starter, but usually you should bring him at the 75th, 70th minute.
I think Braden's got a point. Lucas should be tried at wing back. I wouldn't mind giving him a shot.
Mate, he can't be worse.
He doesn't run on the. He doesn't run on the right. He always goes on the middle.
He's in the middle. That's true. He only pushes in. He'd end up over there with Son. If this is the squad, more if he was over here playing right wing back would end up over here.
But, honestly, you might call me stupid to be honest, but it might be the stupidest thing I ever say. But if we get for example, striker,
wouldn't be the first time.
You say a lot of stupid things.
No. I agree. I say a lot of stupid shit. But imagine, we play for example, Burnley next year. How about we play Son, a false wing back, like Perisic? I'm not saying he does the defensive work.
Dude, no.
No, you let him go forward. He's basically a left wing.
No way.
Why can't Stevie B? I actually think I was pushing at the beginning of the season for Stevie B to play right wing back.
Yeah, even Stevie B. You just put in a false wing back, and then you play with two strikers. if we have a striker next year.
Well, I mean, even two strike. Like I thought Stevie B, because Stevie B, he's quick. He's just as quick as Doherty is. He's just as quick as Emerson is. He's just as good on the ball as those two are. He's got a lot better cross, like better cross than Moore probably even has. And if you're not going to be subbing Kane out, and you're not going to be subbing Son out on the regular until like the last 10 minutes, you might as well just bring Moore on for Son in those last 10 minutes, right? And just let Stevie B have a go at right wing back. You know what I mean?
I would be happy for us to try that.
Yeah,
because
I think he'd do a better job than Moore, to be honest with you. Because you remember how defensive he was under Mourinho. He actually did a shift defensively. You know,
Conte said he's a striker. Unfortunately,
what'd you say, Gogama?
I was just wondering, is it maybe because he doesn't have enough stamina for that
Could be.
position?
Could be.
I'll tell you one thing, man. And honestly, every Spurs fan needs to, you know. I know Alex Davies says don't get carried away. No. I have got an eye for a player. Believe you me, I've scouted many a player. Kulusevski is a smart football player.
Absolutely.
He's a
I told you that before we signed him.
He's not a winger. He's not a winger.
Listen, I didn't know much about this boy. I didn't know much about Kulusevski. In fact, I've never heard of him until Josh mentioned him and them. But anyway, I've watched enough of him, and today, the touches and the decision making, this boy is going to be a player. He's 21. When he gets by the time he's Bentancur's age, I predict he's going to be dynamite. Honestly, I think every time I watch him on the ball, his first touch, what part of the foot he uses, his technical ability to keep the ball under pressure, he maintains possession, he picks the right pass. He's a really, really good player, man. Honestly.
I think he needs to work. I think he needs to work a little bit more on his, and I don't mean technical ability, but in his ball handling.
I think he's shooting, in my opinion.
Yeah, but you know what, Dietrich, today, if you watch the game back, West Ham United, they wouldn't let him shoot. They kept shutting him down. They knew. Every time he got the ball and cut in, they shut him down. They knew he was trying to put it on his left foot.
No, still, you know those players. Hold on. You know those players that are like, they just don't look graceful on the ball, but they always seem to just fall out of a pile and end up with it at the end anyway, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
He seems like one of those kind of players where it's like he stumbles his way into a big pile of people and then just ends up coming out the other end with it anyway, but it's not graceful. It's like he flips and falls over himself on the way there, but comes out with it because he's got it here, right? Like he knows how to recover from his mistake.
Yeah, but
I'd like to see him a little sharper in a dropping a shoulder and taking a guy 1v1. Like I just don't see him.
Let me tell you something, okay? So, first of all, we need to remember he's 21, right? He's young.
Yeah.
And he's this. Bentancur and Kulusevski have literally come into this team in the Premier League and they've just slotted straight in. They've hit the ground running. So that is really difficult. We need to understand. Secondly, do you guys know the difference between technique and skill?
Yeah.
I guess kind of. Could you explain a little?
Technique is the ability to accurately control a pass, play a pass, shoot, use skills, flicks and tricks. Skill is to use the technique opposed. So if I just said to you, Gaguma, here's a ball, do tricks, and you can do it all, you've got really good technique. If I said to you, right, now go and do it against a player that wants to tackle you, that's the skill. Kulusevski has got skill, man. And I see it. And I get what you're saying, Will. He needs to refine the skill. But technique, he's really good. Like, he's a technical player. He just needs to refine the skill part. But that comes with game time, getting used to the team, getting used to the Premier League. It'll come. I can see it. So it's going to come for him, man.
Yeah, I would like to see it, for me to be more excited about him. Like, for instance, like there were people who were like flipping out when Bentancur did that pirouette out of the box. I wasn't. Like, you could tell. You could tell on his face. He knew exactly what he was gonna do.
I love that.
And it was silky smooth. It was like he took a step forward. Like I knew what was coming, and the announcer was like, "Oh wow!" Like he was like, "Oh no, he's gonna lose the ball." No, he took a step forward, to draw the defender in and then just pirouette it right past him. Like
I wasn't
my kid does it all the time.
I wasn't happy with it, to be honest.
Why?
Like
why he kept the ball?
No,
and because of that, it completely broke their press and had the counter completely on. Like that one move.
No, it is a good thing. Like I'm happy he succeeded, but like I would not. Don't take the chance next game.
Why? And Dembele used to do it all. Or not Dembele. Dembele used to do it all the time.
Yeah, but you shouldn't like. Don't take
all the time.
Just don't take the chance, please.
No, you got to take the chance.
You know something? You know, often people say never pass the ball across your box. Like never make a square pass across your box, and people say that it's dangerous. It's only dangerous if you haven't got the confidence to execute it correctly, and you get it wrong. Bentancur, if he's got the confidence and he knows he can do it, you got to let the player express themselves, because he took out 2 players from the game on his own, and then he opened up the attack. I hear what you're saying.
Opened up the entire pitch.
It's dangerous to do it there. You're right, and if he gets it wrong, we're probably fucked. But he didn't get it wrong. If it was Ben Davies, if it was
Højbjerg, Højbjerg's tried to do that a couple of times, and he looked sloppy. Yeah,
I'd freak out.
But I could tell by his face, dude. You'd look at. I
understand what Dietrich is saying, though. I do understand.
I understand what you're saying. That in that, because it was what zone 14 on their side. That's
against Man United. He did it and he failed. That's my point. Like,
who did you do it against? Pogba? I mean, that's a different. You're talking about a different level of guy, right?
But you have to be careful. That's my point. Like,
that's fine. But what I'm saying is you got to even if he fails 5 times and succeeds 3, those 3 successes usually end up in a goal, right? When you're doing that in a press, like a 2v1, and you break 2 guys. Now we have a numbers advantage in the transition, right? There's 2 or 3 guys behind our midfield and front 3, and their defense is on the retreat now, right? So those usually end up in goals, right? Losing the ball there, Dyer should be able to help him out.
But that
should be right. I know. I agree. I understand that, right? But what I'm saying is, I could tell on the confidence. I could tell it was coming. You don't take a step into your own box with 2 guys on your back, with Dyer standing 4 yards in front of you, right? You would play a pass. The fact he took that step, I was like, he's turning. My son goes, no, yo, and it was, it was great. Like, that run where you got guys chasing you, and you do that step over running away from somebody, the step over to turn. Yeah. I don't know why, but my son, when he was like 12, was like the only 12-year-old in the state that could do that actively. But he used to beat players all the time, dude.
No, once I did it again, then they scored on my team. I felt miserably. Yeah.
Ellie's right in the comments. She says, Dietrich, don't kill the skill.
Yeah, don't kill the skill.
Don't kill the skill, man.
No, I love skills.
That's what they try to do. That's what they try to do with my son in the military, or in the United States, man. They try to kill the skill.
No, I love the skills.
And it pisses me off.
No, I love the skills, but like you have to be careful. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, dude, that's a part of learning. That's how you play, man.
Yeah,
but you gotta take the
only
risk.
Be careful. Only be careful if you don't have the confidence in your ability. He's got the confidence, man. Bentancur is so comfortable on the ball.
Yeah, it's like silky,
His
dude. Like
passing
silk.
needs to improve, because sometimes he gives sloppy passes away. But on the ball, when he's taking on players, I cannot believe we have bought him, and other clubs didn't go in for him. I've never heard of this guy.
Oh, I watched him in Juventus, dude. He was amazing.
No, he wasn't.
Sorry. Yeah, he was, dude.
No, I never said that. No, I said how you never heard about him. Like he was so popular.
Do you know what? I don't know. But also his tackling. He's so strong at tackling.
Yeah, he's a great tackler of the ball, and he's really good at those sliding stand-up tackles. Like you slide and then stand right up with the ball. Like he does that all the time.
But he has so much potential. I just hope like he.
If he had Dembele's power,
or even take a shot, like just take the shot like once in your lifetime, for example, outside the box.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like shooting, man. He doesn't like taking it. He doesn't. Shane, what did you think of Bentancur doing that skill?
Oh yeah, see, I think it was brilliant. I think Bentancur's a ray of sunshine. Yeah, he's just so confident on the ball. He's he's got skills, he's got technique. He's just a full package in that set, that defensive midfield.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about skills. Everybody's calling out for this Ericsson-esque position,
It's irrelevant in context.
which is irrelevant. But if we did have that Ericsson type player in the on the bench, which we do, Harvey White, why not give him a go?
He's like 17, isn't he?
He's 19.
He's 19.
Oh, is Harvey White 19?
He's got skills. He's got technique. Why not give him a go in that? If we were to change up to a 3-5-2,
he's 20 actually.
He's 20.
Yeah.
Shane, he doesn't trust no one. Like if you don't, like the fact he trusts is more like Winks. Like that's a problem.
But he's on the bench. He's on the bench. He's there. He's ready to go. Why not give him a go? Why not give him a go in the last 10 minutes? We're up to
Maybe we'll see him more in the
3-1.
summer. Preseason stuff like that. But
It's like the Patowski, like that's his name, right? Patowski.
Yeah.
Like
I just don't think Conte wants to take a risk. Like because the top four battle is so tight right now, right? Like if it makes a mistake, if it goes wrong, like maybe against Norwich, you might see Harvey White play, right? But he's not going to play against West Ham. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I just don't think he trusts him.
But you'll probably put Decky in that number 10 role if we did go 3-5-2. And Kane and Decky can interchange.
He just doesn't want to play 3-5-2 for some reason. I agree with you.
We don't.
But he's more of a defensive, like a 6'8" type player, isn't he, Harvey White, rather than a.
Boy, he's really good on set pieces. He's amazing.
He's like a Ward Prowse.
Yeah.
He's Ward Prowse-esque.
Yeah.
I think he needs a loan.
I mean, he's not much younger than Skip, to be honest with you, but Kulusevski, he's only a year younger.
He's 20. His set pieces are some of the best set pieces I've seen.
But I haven't seen him play against men yet, right? And so it's.
He played for Portsmouth. I think it's Portsmouth, yeah.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Brains here. I think it is a little bit of a different kind of world, but no, I'd like to see him play. Maybe this summer, we'll get a chance to see him play in a little bit of the preseason stuff in the tour in Asia this summer, and you got to remember too, we're gonna have a quick summer. Like the league starts at the end of July.
Seriously?
Yeah, because you got World Cup next year in the middle of the season. So the season's starting a month early.
And we have a break in November, December?
Yeah.
November, December is the World Cup.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the season starts a month early. So we actually have a month less of preseason.
And I think Korea will do actually good.
That's good. It means Levy will be forced to do transfers early for once.
Yeah, I think the transfer window stays the same. It's just now you got 2 months of playing where you can still sign players rather than one. But yeah, I mean I think the January transfer window stays the same as well.
It's not after, because everyone's on.
Yeah, but it's after the World Cup.
Do you know this is going to mess up everyone's season, man?
Yeah. And it sucks too not being in the summer, because it's like this summer now we would have something cool to watch, and now we got to wait till freaking November, and it's dumb, right?
Do you know what? I'm a bit annoyed by this, because going to football around Christmas time, Boxing Day, New Year's, it's always good, man. It's always like an enjoyable part of the season. Like It's a different vibe. And now that's all gone. We don't have that.
You got the World Cup, though.
Yeah, do you know what, Will? I mean, the World Cup.
I like the World Cup, dude. Like the Euros, I watch a match here and there, but the World Cup, man, I watch every dang match, dude.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same feel like during the summer. Like summer, it's a real World Cup.
That's true. It's the first time I've watched it when it hasn't been in the summer, so I don't know.
Because summer, you have the vibes, you have like intensity, like you have the nice weather, especially in Canada.
And like I don't know about in the UK, but like in Korea, in Gogama, I don't know what part of Korea you live in, but like in Korea, they actually go to the stadium. Like so, I lived in Incheon, and I lived about like maybe 15-20 minutes walking distance from Munhak Gyeonggijang, which is one of the World Cup stadiums for 2002. And in 2010, 2014, they had like live, like you go to the stadium and you sit down and you watch the Korean national team play on these big giant screens that they build on one of the.
They do that at Tottenham, Will.
Do they?
Yeah, they put the big screens up in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, it was a good time. It's like that picture you see with me and my son. That was in 2010.
Yes, that World Cup was so fun. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, like in Seoul, I think downtown Seoul, in front of the palace, they put up a big giant screen in Jongmyo on that street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gyeongbukgung. They have like so in front of the old palace for Seoul. There's like this kind of like walkway. So it's like it's a main street, but it goes right up to the front of the palace, and it's kind of like turned into a park. There's like a grassway that runs in the middle of it. They closed down the road and they open up that little strip of grass in the park, and they have a big giant screen in front, that's put up in front of the palace where a bunch of people watch, and they have cameras there, it's on TV. Like when you watch the Korean commentary, they always go to the stadiums and they go to the street, and you know how they do. But,
Will님, can I answer Gina Kim님?
Yeah.
지나 킴님 코로나 정말 심해요 여기. 근데 아직도 할 건 같긴 해요. 근데 확실히 잘 모르겠네요. 근데 심하긴 심해요.
Yeah, so they're asking about the corona situation in Korea, and apparently it's pretty bad. I think my mother-in-law caught it recently. She had never had it yet, but she's got her virus, or her vaccine rather.
Will, I swear to God, man, I had coronavirus 2 weeks ago, and it wiped me out. Like the first time I had it a year ago was awful. Like I've never had anything like it. Then I got it again in the summer. It was bad, but not bad. The one I got 2 weeks ago was mild, but it wiped me out. And I swear to God, I feel like I've got it again, man. This virus just doesn't. I've had 3 jabs.
Bro, I've never had it, dude, that I know of.
Stop lying.
Stelios, you've been not well for a while, huh?
I'm just immune to it.
You had overdose. Stop lying. Drug addict.
It's like Dietrich is polluting my brain, so I can't.
You know colds. I've never had a cold. Never had a cold.
Never had a cold?
No.
Ever? In your life?
I've had flus, and I've had
Isn't that a cold?
Sinus infection. No, flu virus and cold virus is different. So cold viruses are basically coronaviruses. That's what it is. But this is a new coronavirus that's like more hardcore. I get upper respiratory infections, meaning that I get in my sinuses, or sinus infections. I get sinus infections, and I've had the flu a couple times. I don't remember having a cold. Right? So there's a difference between flu and a cold. I've never had a cold, and I've never had corona that I know of. Or if I have had it, I had 0 symptoms. Right? So I think I just have this natural immunity to coronavirus.
I just think my body is getting old, and it's changing.
Old too, man. You're a year older than me, bro.
No, but I need to move to a warmer climate. I think my body's saying, look, you've done the cold and the rain and the fog for 42 years.
That's true. I do. I've lived.
You got to get the fuck out now.
I do live in a warmer climate.
Country. I need to do what Mari. I need to move. I need to go live near Mari in Florida. Or move to Austin, Texas. Some shit like that.
Come down under, mate.
Go to Australia. Yeah, go to Australia.
Stop lying. Just want to go to a country where you can easily move your stuff. Stop lying.
I think you'd love
Listen,
Queensland, mate.
When you leave Saudi Arabia, Dietrich, talk to me, right? When you come,
You need to come to Atlanta, dude.
right? If they let you in, right? If they let you in, I'll take
Do
you
you
out
know?
in London somewhere.
Do you know it's funny? I lived 2 years over there.
I know.
Come
I know.
move to
That's what-
Atlanta, Stel. We'll open a business or something. You just come move to Atlanta. You know, you could
I need to live
teach
by
football
the beach
here.
and the sun, man. I love the sea and I love the sun, and it's you
LA
know,
would be a good spot to do then. Texas or Gulf
become a
Coast,
beach.
Texas, Florida,
South-
down by Miami.
Southeast.
With you go live in Miami with
Yeah, they got low taxes. Could do beach volleyball coaching.
you should do football coaching, dude. You get a job in a heartbeat, still with a UAFB license, dude. You could coach. You could be a club director down here and make $200,000 a year, no problem.
See, that's it. Just it's the time, man. Honestly, I need in the next 2-3 years. I've got to get out of here, man. It's too. The weather here is ridiculous. Like even today, right? It's sunny, and it's people have got t-shirts on. You're like, oh yeah, the sun's out. As soon as the sun goes down, it's like 2 degrees. It's like fucking hell. How's the heat just dropped like that?
And here in Queensland, we're 26 and sunny, beautiful weather.
I hate you.
Maybe a bit hot for my liking, but 26 is a bit hot for my liking. But yeah, I reckon you'd love it over here, mate.
I've got family in Geelong.
Yeah, Melbourne's can have 5 seasons in one day.
What's the temperature over there in Saudi Arabia, Dietrich?
It's like 45, 40. So once it was like 50 degrees. I'm not even lying.
Is that before or after you detonate your bombs?
Stop being racist, man.
What bombs? Only certain races have bombs. Is that what you're telling me, DJ?
No, he's basically saying everyone that's Arab, he's a terrorist. What a racist piece of shit.
No, just you. When I first saw your name, Dietrich Kane, I thought it was Detonator Kane.
You're so funny, Dietrich. You're so funny.
But so for folks, because I guess everybody here uses Celsius except for me.
You know Fahrenheit, isn't it? Was that you add
Fahrenheit,
32, isn't it? Plus Celsius plus 32.
Yes, Celsius plus 32, and then so subtract 32. Well, I'll just do it this way; it's easier. The calculators are easier.
By the way, Stel, do you need my help tomorrow or no? Or Iggy said no.
So we're sitting. I'm at 21 and a half.
Supposed to block you.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So for me,
no, you're lying.
Yeah, about 78. For me here in Atlanta, we're sitting at around averaging right now 70, 71, which is like 21 to 22 degrees in March.
Yeah, that sounds very nice.
Yeah.
What's the temperature in Korea, Gaguma?
I think it's around 9 degrees. 9 degrees.
9 degrees.
So it's a bit
Seriously?
hotter. So you're almost like London. A little bit warmer, slightly warmer.
Us, it's 2 degrees at the moment.
It gets cold in Korea, dude. Like I've never really worn long johns in my life, but dude, because you have to walk everywhere in Korea too. Like one family will have one car, right? Like that's just kind of like how because there's not a lot of parking spaces.
They've got a good train system over there.
They do have a really good train system, but you got to walk to the train station or you got to walk to the edge of the street and get on the bus. Like, unless like the bus stop's right in front of your apartment complex, you got to walk 5, 10, 15 minutes, right? So
yeah, same as here, man. Same as everywhere.
But they're great public transportation. But when you're standing there, this is the thing, dude. The train station was probably a 15 to 20 minute walk. The bus stop was right outside my villa, right? And I would wait there for the bus sometimes for 25 minutes to take a 15-minute walk. Because they have different colored bus systems in Korea. You got green buses, you got blue buses, so you got what they call mile buses or village buses. So the mile bus is green and it just goes in a certain area, and then you got a blue bus. And that's like a dong bus. It'll go most places in that particular borough, right? So you got borough buses, then you got mile buses. Well, the mile buses don't go everywhere. they only go to specific things. So it depends on which mile bus. Well, I just happened to where my villa was. The mile bus went that direction, and the only bus going that direction was the borough bus, and the borough bus only comes every 20 minutes. While the mile bus comes every 5 or 10, right? So it just depends on where you live. Sometimes it can be great, or other times you can sit there and wait 20 minutes, and it's like you got to wait because you don't know when it's going to come. That's the thing. It's like they always have these signs that tell you when it's going to come and stuff like that, but they're not accurate.
They've got amazing. I've heard they've got amazing internet in South Korea.
Yeah, that's right. Mile bus, the Shine bus, the Kwangyak bus. That's Kwangyak is like intercities.
Yeah, Dietrich, if you want to jump on tomorrow.
But even Shine, that name is the Shine bus because that means city, but it's not. It doesn't go everywhere in the city. It's usually only in that dong. Hangul?
Yeah, still, I'd love to jump on.
Yeah, everyone's welcome, man.
Maybe 2 or 3 dongs. Like so, the blue bus. Some buses will go from multiple dongs, but they don't hit the whole city, right? Like if you're riding bus 10, dong is like a borough. Right, so Moonhak Dong, you have like and then you have dongs, and then you have goos. Well, like goo is a larger, and then you have a city. Right, so for example, Seoul's a big city, right? Has 10 million people, so they have multiple goos. You got Gangnam.
Is it Seoul? Is it Seoul? Do you pronounce it like Seoul or how? Seoul? How do you say it?
Seoul.
Seoul?
Yeah. Seoul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was supposed to do my master's over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should have done it, dude.
Why
didn't they wouldn't let him in. You
would have never graduated because you'd have been partying way too hard.
I was going to be really racist and say masters in bomb making.
He's not.
Masters in weapons design.
No, don't worry, Shane. I don't get offended with those things.
Listen, he's not allowed.
Yeah, dude, it's so cold, dude.
Do you understand that I'm a Canadian diplomat, and you call me a terrorist?
How much you pay for that? How does it work?
You're undercover, Dietrich. You're undercover.
Are you seriously a Canadian diplomat?
Yeah, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
So do you get like special passes to travel around the world and access countries, or not really?
Yeah,
that's a private conversation.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, the summers are hot and humid. The winters are really harsh, dude. Like it gets cold.
Like I can send you a picture of my passport, and you can
like
keep
Canada
it.
Cold.
Dude, if you send me a picture of your passport, I'm going to replicate it and sell it to multiple.
I was about to say, don't send me a picture of your passport. I'll use it to buy drugs.
Yeah, I've got that sorted. Don't worry about that stuff. Right, now, lads, I have to jump in, right? Because I've lived in Korea, I've lived in Japan, I've lived in Thailand, I've lived in Melbourne, Australia, and I've lived around Europe, and I've lived in America in my teenage years. I love Korea. Hi, Gogoma, 안녕하세요, 친구. And sumimasen, because I always switch to Japanese because my Korean's so bad. So, but look, I have to say, Korea winters, my God, the snow. Now, I've only been in Korea, in Seoul for 18 months, but the snow in the winter.
Here's the funny part about snow in Korea. Okay, and this is what I never understood about. Maybe Gogama has an answer for me, but I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
So here in the United States, especially in states where we have a frequent snowfall, we have plow trucks and salt trucks, and they come out in force, just a big giant, like 10 of them, and they're all up and down the street side by side. Like you got one, then another one, then another one, and by the time you could have a blizzard, and the streets will be clear the next day. In Korea, no trucks. 거의 없어요. Like 있긴 있는데 they have some, but there's like 5, and they only clear the highway, right? So you could literally have. So like I remember there's one time, especially like because you know how it is in Korea. So in Korea, for people who don't know, the way Korea is set up is you have the main doro, so like the main road, and it's usually like kind of in a valley or in a particular section, because especially the northern part of Korea is kind of hilly. So they'll have the main road. And then they'll have like all of these really small side roads all the way to the left. And all of these really small side roads on the other side of the door. So like if you're in Gangnam and you're on the main door, Kamnongyak, you can go all the way to the right, you can go all the way down the left. And most areas are set up that way. So the main road and then side roads branch off to the side. The trucks only plow the main road. They don't plow the side roads. At least not in Incheon, they don't. And they come, and then a lot of the times, and then they have the city comes out with these bucket trucks, like a crane, like a scooper. It's one single bucket scoop. And the snow will sit there. It can snow really hard, and it'll sit there for like 3 weeks before it's actually like cleared.
Dude,
So,
get the bus from Jongja to Incheon. I think it was a Bupyeongyup I lived in Bundang. I always mix them up. Sorry. Yeah, in Incheon anyway, from Jongja, which is like near Suwon, and I have to get a bus ride from there. It was like two hours in the snow, man, and the ajashi was skidding everywhere and didn't know how. It was a nightmare, man. It was just, me and Hamidag Gogoma.
but I think it's because do you understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, Gogoma. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I understand what you're saying, William, because like those snow clearing trucks usually come 새벽에 와요.
Yeah.
But I also feel like in our culture, it's like kind of your civic duty to clean up the snow where you live. 그래서 항상 수위 아저씨들이 그 빌딩이나 아파트에서 그런 거 다 치우잖아요. They go out and they clean the snow, not as well as a truck, but
Yeah, but they do it by hand, though.
right, with the broom. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a broom. Like even if they have a shovel.
When a blizzard comes down, like all of a sudden, and the roads aren't salted, and it's frightening. I'll be honest, it's the most frightening bus journey I ever had in my life. But it was exciting at the same time. We got there eventually.
Yeah, but like Michael, I think that's the case if you're living more south, right? But like if you live in the north, like say, for instance, I was in like what they're calling like the biggest. When I went up to Massachusetts to Boston area, I was in one of the biggest blizzards they had since like the 70s, right? They had snow was up to my knees, and I'm 6'5", so 3-4 feet of snow. 3 feet of snow, 4 foot drifts in like one day, right? So you know, up to my knee outside the window of the door. All the guys there drive pickup trucks. All the guys there have plow blades on their trucks, right? They go out, they plow driveways with full-size trucks. I mean, it's like the whole thing. It's just boom. It's just whole fleet. Personal trucks, city trucks. Like I live in Missouri. And in Missouri, we get a lot of snow. And the roads will be clear. If it snows today, the roads will clear tomorrow. Like you just don't have that. But when I lived in Incheon, and maybe Incheon's just doesn't have as much. But I mean, it's just not a small city. You're talking like what? The fourth largest city in Korea, third largest city in Korea. So I mean, it's not a small place. That whole side, Munakdong, that whole side of the thing. I want to say 2014. There's a big giant snowstorm, and
that's when I was there. No, hang on. Sorry, no, I was a couple of years before. Sorry, beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so I lived there from 2000. I lived in Incheon in Munakdong from 2009 to 2015. Before that, I lived in Wiwong, which is a little bit south. But I mean, you couldn't go anywhere, dude. And there was just snow piled all up. But the older guys. So this is why I feel bad, right, in America, because in Korea it's the older. So it's usually the guys who work as like kind of like the security or the watchman or the maintenance man for the buildings, the apartments or whatever. But they're usually all older age, 50s, 60s, and there's all these old guys out there with these with Korean style brooms, right? Cleaning the snow that's like 3 feet deep, right? And this 20-year-old kid is walking by and he doesn't do anything.
I just see some like I clean it up, man. I experienced that too, man.
경비 아저씨들이요.
Yeah, 경비 아저씨들. Yeah. But I feel bad for them. You know what I mean? Like Because here in the United States, it's the young guys. Like it's the 12, 13, 14-year-old boys who go out there and they offer to go shovel the next door's driveway for $5, $10, right? You know, 만 원, 5천 원, 만 원. You know, 주는 애들이 해요 아르바이트로. 장돈 받아가지고.
그럼 하도 아저씨들만 그거 하시는 것 같아.
Yeah, but that's why it was weird to me. It was a culture shock, right?
But you know what's lovely when it does snow like that in Korea? You go in and you have yourself some Samgyeopsal or Oyeopsal or you know that what's that Jjigae or kimchi jjigae, and it's cold outside, but you have this lovely warming food.
Yeah, jjigae.
Yeah, my sister, my brother's wife always complains about my bad pronunciation. So, me and Hamida once again, Gogoma.
No, you don't have to say sorry. I was just trying to help you out. Like the chigi, it's jjigae, right? Jjigae, right?
Jjigae. All right.
Aaron,
I'm Irish, lads. Go on.
Yeah, you got because he likes food. Like he's a cook, right? So that's what he does. He knows food. He likes a lot of the foods, right? So,
Stell's still on board.
He's probably asleep.
I just want to say that I've been thinking about selling up my home here in Ireland.
I'm here.
Yeah, mate. My daughter's mum is from Philippines, although she's Japanese citizen, and my daughter's Japanese citizen. So I've been kind of looking at places to live, and I've concluded Philippines. I've concluded that Philippines is probably a good option because it's close to Japan, and my family can come and visit from Japan to there. And honestly, mate, I can just sell up here what I have and just go and chill out, hang out on beaches, buy a home, and do a little bit of part-time work online from the family business and kick back with the feet up, man, and no stress. And takes you a couple of months to acclimatize to weather, obviously, but why not, man? Yeah, and I'm 47.
I just want better weather. For me, it's all about the weather.
What about Greece, man, or Cyprus?
Yeah, maybe, but it's do you know what? They're good places to retire. They're good places to retire to work. I'm too young to stop. You know, I need to.
You can still work online though, Stel. You can still work online. That's what my intention
I know, but those places are a bit too quiet. You know, I like that noise. I like noise. I like bright lights. I like action, but I like to be able to step away from the action. You know, Greek islands, it's just you just sit there and do nothing.
Have you been to Tokyo? If you like lights, mate, go to Tokyo.
I love Japan.
It's my favorite. Tokyo is my favorite city in the world, mate. I love it. Yeah.
But I've not been to China. I've not been to Korea. I've not been to Philippines. I've been to Singapore, Malaysia.
Yeah.
You gotta go Korea, dude. I'm sorry. I've been all over Asia, and Korea is by far the best.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I have a big boner for Tokyo. I've been to Singapore, Malaysia,
it's too
Thailand.
old, dude. Everything in Tokyo, like Tokyo's a very clean city, but it's very like 80s, 70s. Like if you're like into 70s and 80s type of stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit retro, and the architecture is not nice. But then you stumble across these kind of Buddhist and Shinto temples every now and then, and it's nice. You just find a little bit of ancient history in the middle of a modern city.
I need to go to Australia as well. I still haven't been there. I've got family there, and they come to England, and they always say to me, "You got to come and visit." I always say, "Yeah," and I never go.
Melbourne, I've lived in Sydney. I've lived in Katoomba. I'm sure Shane B knows Katoomba up in the Blue Mountains, and I've lived 5 years in Melbourne, in South Yarra, and on Collins Street in Melbourne City Centre. Melbourne for me is I love it. You know, apart from Tokyo, Melbourne is the next other city I would rate, best in the world. So, no offense to people from Seoul, Gogoma, but Melbourne is
got to be up there, mate.
Brizzy's nice, but very quiet, mate. Very quiet, Brizzy.
It can get rowdy. Trust me, it can get rowdy. And
I figured out why my self cam was so low, because I have it tied to the same music one, and so normally I put music in the background. So I'm gonna do this.
And on that bombshell, I'm actually gonna head off. It's getting close to 3 hours on the stream, so I'm gonna head off and get my day underway. So
Take care, Shane.
Have a good night. Have a good day. Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate having you on. And we have probably got only about 20 minutes left on the show. I always think that 3 hours is a good time. Any other topics we want, or we just want to start doing outros, or any more questions?
No, I need to go. I'm going to pass out again.
I'll just say good night, Dana. Yeah.
Feel better.
Yeah, no, do you know, sleep's the best cure. Just need some more sleep.
What time is it there right now?
3:30. Oh my god, my voice. 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, 3:30. Yeah.
You should get a lot of sleep.
Oh,
Koi's
I'm gonna sleep all day.
Koi's wants to know, do you think Hoiberg will go in the summer?
No.
No, not a hope.
No, I don't think he will. So, Jago, I don't know if he's really. It's a dumb question because I know he's not. Go's a common name in Korea, but actually, I don't think Go's that common. It's common.
Can
but
we possibly think a win against Liverpool? Not a fucking chance.
I think
they're
is a
going
chance,
for the league
yeah.
title. They're going for the league title, man.
I know, but I think we could hurt them. I think we could be the reason why City wins the league.
Will, you are more deluded than Dietrich's Kane now.
Dude, it's the last. My wife just called me 2 minutes ago. I don't know why she's calling me. It's the last game of the season, isn't it?
But Norwich away.
So it's the next to last game of the season.
It's the third. Is it
the third? I knew it was.
But it depends where they put the Arsenal game.
Arsenal happened in April, May.
I think
early
Arsenal's
May.
going to be put in May. They're going to put it in May.
It'll be early May if it's in May.
The police. The thing is, with the North London derby, the police have to be given plenty of advance warning because they have to coordinate a proper operation. Like Derby Day is no joke for the police. You know, even today with West Ham, it was you can feel the atmosphere outside the ground. It was horrible again.
Did anything kick off, so?
Yes, I got videos.
All right, nice one. Send them to me, yeah.
Yeah, of course I will.
I predict a riot.
They were throwing glass bottles and beer pints outside the Bill Nick pub across the road to where the West Ham fans were, and then the police. They put 5 police vans in front of the pub. Then the riot police went over and stopped everyone from the pub moving. They wouldn't let anyone out. And of course, that's where I parked my car. And I had to walk through it. And it was just fucking horrible, man. The neighbours, all the neighbours were like locking their front door. It's just West Ham, Chelsea and Arsenal is always a horrible atmosphere. Always. Wow. Inside, it's good atmosphere. In the stadium, once you're in, it's brilliant. But outside... You gotta watch what you're doing. You gotta keep your wits about you.
And then we got that's just Sonny we trust. And then we've got, I think it's a first time caller. It looks like he's maybe Australian Korean. O Yu Yun.
오유오유.
Yeah.
안녕하세요.
It was early at the very beginning. It says 2 goals by Son, 2 assists by Kane. Also, that own goal was because of Kane and Son. What a deadly deal. They are. Definitely are a deadly duo.
Yu Yun Oh with the koala as his logo and speaking in similar grammatical punctuation as the previous person on another stream that caused us trouble with.
Okay.
Just saying. And to Bryce, I'm not a Sydney FC fan. You know my backstory. When the A-League was formed, I lived in Melbourne. I was one of their first fans, Melbourne Victory. So don't try to wind me up on that one. But Yo in, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, this was at the very beginning of the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
This one was at 9:54 p.m., so it's taken me 2 hours to get to this one. Not all losses of possession are created equally. They are. You've lost possession. It doesn't matter how cool it was. You lost possession. Kane loses the ball because he's trying high difficulty passes. Yes, which means if you're going to try those passes, you're going to have a medium to low level accuracy. But 20 is far more than he normally has. Far more. You've only touched the ball 54 times and you lose at 20. That's almost half.
Who was your man of the match today, Will?
Oh, Son, 100%. Son, Bentancur, and Romero were my three candidates. Like if you were to say pick a top three, Kane wouldn't even made my top three today. To be honest with you.
Hater.
It is.
Dietrich, I actually agree with Will. I'm a big Kane lover, but I have to agree with him on this.
And that's right, Gina. We drew down nothing's impossible. That's true. We also beat City at City, which is what Stell said was impossible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I get to squeeze that in.
And just said, and I said I think we could do it. I think it just depends.
Do you know what? I think Anfield is just a different proposition. If it was like
he's still here.
If it was like a mid-season game and we were playing Liverpool, I'd say, do you know what? Maybe we can do something, right? But because Anfield is going to be rocking, and those players, they've already won the league, they know what it takes. They're literally gonna give everything they've got to beat us because they're listen. They can smell the title, right? They can smell it, and I just think we're just playing them at a bad time. But I think we're going to fall short against Liverpool, and they're better than us. They're at home, and they've got more to lose than us, I think, and because of that, they'll beat us. Look, I hope I'm wrong, because if we beat Liverpool, oh my God, I might have to start telling people we might get top four and look like an idiot. But I just feel Liverpool at Anfield, they'll want it more than us.
Oh, yeah, probably, and it is Anfield, but it'd be good, dude. I think we can get them. I think we can get them.
Nah, Will. I mean, it took us 72 years at one point to get a victory at Anfield.
I'm not saying we necessarily win. I'm talking about the draw.
A point would be. I mean, a point would be fantastic.
Right now, dude. Stell, Arsenal has to beat both West Ham and United and us to outdo us for top four. Not to mention, Liverpool and Chelsea, and that's just a tie with the number of points.
Yeah, but we have to win every single game.
Yeah, but our games are easier than when they're saying like we don't play anybody. We play Liverpool. That's even with us losing to Liverpool and I think losing to Newcastle.
To be honest, I have a bad feeling with Newcastle. They're playing so well.
I think I have a loss to Newcastle though.
I think we're good. I think we suit playing against a team like Newcastle.
In the run out. Let's see what one if it updated.
Our toughest, bar Liverpool, are tough, and Arsenal. The other games are teams that are in the relegation battle. That's who we're going to really have to fight hard against. It's
yeah, possibly, but like I think with the thing here, and I'm gonna have to throw this on the side, no, because it blocks the sign. So we got basically Liverpool, Man U, Tottenham, Chelsea. They're on 75. We lose Liverpool.
More spreadsheets. Jesus, Will.
I'm just saying the points aren't looking good for Arsenal right now.
Who have Arsenal got? They got Leicester. Is that home or away?
Leicester's at Leicester, I think.
Oh, they've already played that game.
Yeah, they've already played it. They won.
Aston Villa. So the next game is Crystal Palace away.
It's at Crystal Palace.
That could be tricky. That could be tricky. Then they've got Brighton. They're going to beat Brighton. They're shit. Southampton away. Tricky. Man United, they'll beat West Ham away. Oh, you never know. Leeds. Do you know what? I quite like that manager, Jesse March. I was listening to him talk. I actually quite like him,
Yeah.
Leeds were losing until they got a player sent off in their game yesterday.
He's actually Josh Marsh is
That
a
was
good.
never a sending off, man. Ridiculous decision.
No,
He's a
not
good manager, and
good manager.
and they've been conceding far less goals. Who was it? Oh, it was our.
He's such a good manager.
Not friend. One of our not friends did a whole video basically trashing Jesse Marsh. And
he's not good. He's not good.
Yeah, he only won RB Leipzig the title.
Sorry, speaking of not friends, get them super chats in. I'm gonna have to switch off here right now. But as always, once again, pleasure to see you all. And Gogama, I assume Nasai, Will, night. Stel, go do one. Dietrich, lovely to meet you.
Shalom, brother.
All right, shalom, brother. All right, talk to you soon. Get those Civilackies in. Talk to you soon, man.
I love it.
Everybody, say goodbye to Aaron Dell.
Do you know what? That's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
It's a good one, right? Going from the side camera to the main super zoom. Like you didn't even see that coming, did you? So.
Say it.
You didn't even see it coming, did you?
No.
It's like I'm on the side cam, right? This is a side cam.
Well,
and it goes straight from the side cam to the super zoom.
Yeah, like I've been blind for the past hour. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
The close cam. That's what Cody called it.
Stelios, he's so sick. Oh.
Stop taking drugs.
Every time I go to Spurs, man, I pick up something.
Oh no!
It's because you got like 70,000 people out there in the middle way, hugging and jumping on each other without any masks on and stuff like that.
It's ridiculous, man.
I went to Atlanta United match. See, I lost focus because I look away. That's the problem with these cameras that hunt for your eyes. Is that like there was people and we were in tight spaces, man, but like it's not like you guys where we're hugging and jumping and spitting and kissing on each other. Like we don't do that.
You know,
we kind of
it's
keep
all
to ourselves.
It's all alcohol, Will. Everyone's drunk in there. Do you know? After the game today, I can't tell you how many people stayed behind in that stadium buying food and. Daniel Levy is making so much freaking money, man. I had to video all the food stalls, drink stalls, all the social areas. I just walked around and videoed it. And when I got home, I watched. There must have been at least 20, 30,000 people that stayed behind to eat and drink. Imagine each one of them spends 10 quid. It's crazy.
Yeah. We don't do that. We eat during the match.
Yeah, but in America, it's more of it's like a day. Not what
we eat and drink because we can eat and drink at our seat, right? So we eat and drink during the match.
Yeah, we can as well. But people they're very focused on the match. They're focused on the game. They shout at the referee. They shout at players. They're singing. It's I think football because it's a very fast-paced game with no stoppages, really. Like basketball, there's always a timeout. NFL, there's always a flag on the field to play. Whereas football, you haven't really got time for all that stuff.
Yeah, but I think what's weird, especially for content creators, because we're all trying to create content, right? So you're looking at videos, taking a video here, taking a video of that. At least I was, right? Like I was thinking, my kid was watching the game the whole time, but like that Atlanta, because I was too busy I got to get B-roll, I got to get this part here, and I got to get that part here. I wasn't really paying attention to the match. But I mean, to be honest, it's Atlanta United, and while it is the local team, it is not my team, and so I wasn't.
MLS is so boring.
I was super excited about it, but no, man. Like if I lived in Kansas City or St. Louis, I'd probably buy season tickets. But
listen, give it another 10, 15 years, MLS will be good.
I mean, it's a good. The atmosphere is great. Stadiums are huge, dude. Like the attendance, we're already like out attending most countries in Europe. Like we average, I think it's like 22,000 people.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's good. I mean, other than
sorry, it's on very late, even though we're about to go. Colin from Talking Ball. it's such a perfect song, but I forgot that the volume was really loud from my close game.
Will, you just gave me a headache. I just got a headache.
So I joined right at the end, huh?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, well,
Colin, hello.
Good to see everyone.
Good to see you, Colin.
Hey, Gogoma, how are you?
Good. How are you? Is
Good.
your arm okay?
Yeah, it's good. I think I'm on the path to recovery, but it'll just take a while, unfortunately. But I just saw the new Spider-Man. Holy crap, that's a good movie.
You liked it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, actually.
It's okay. I watched it yesterday.
I didn't
or
like
the day
it.
before.
I mean, it was good for what it was. They did a nice job, I think, tying everything together. Put a nice little bow on top. But how about Spurs today? Putting a nice little bow on top. I know you guys have talked it up and down, but man, it was a nice match to watch. I wasn't very worried the whole match. It was nice.
Who was your man of the match?
It's tough between Son and Kane for me. But also you can't discount what our midfielders did. I think PEH and Bentancur both were obviously great. Stats show it, as Will probably has pointed out. But yeah, Sonny had a blinder. Kane played really, really well. What more could you ask for?
You heard that, Will? You heard that?
What?
You heard he said Kane played well?
I thought Kane played good. He was not in my top 4 for me, but he played good, yeah.
Sonny had a blinder. You agree? Sonny was amazing. He was back to that.
That could have been better, but he was good.
Yeah, yeah. The fact that he chose to with his shot, not to go either side of the keeper, but to shoot right above him I thought that was really, really smart at the time. And anything to make Tim Krul look like an idiot, because I hate that guy. I don't know why.
I'm gonna have to look back at it more closely. Some people say it got a nick off Zuma. On the first one.
It's nothing personal. I need to go, man. I'm struggling.
All right, Stel, go to bed, man. You don't have to be here when you're sick, bro.
Feel better.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just like, yeah, good point. All right, guys, love you all.
Have a good one, Celio.
I hate you, Stel.
Thanks for coming on, Stel. We appreciate it, man, even when you're sick.
Hey, Will, how does my sound right now? How's the audio quality?
It's good.
It's your interface, so I just partly wanted to come on and thank you for sending that my way. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you sound really good. Maybe a little bit hot.
Okay, yeah, I could probably work on that on my end here.
What's your U level set on? Like, I'd probably throw it at like dynamic microphone. You've probably got it set like probably close to max, maybe sitting around like 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
I would hit it right at about 3. You should be good if I can remember. You're using a different mic than I use, but
yeah, I got a weird mic. It came from
just the master volume level. Put it at like 3 o'clock.
Got you.
But other than that, man.
So, Will, who's your man of the match? So you said that Kane didn't get in your top 4. So
yeah, it'll be Son. Son obviously gets it, and then for me, it's Romero and Bentancur, with Bentancur edging out Romero.
And Romero didn't get a yellow card, you guys. How wonderful! How wonderful!
You don't get bonus points for not getting it.
Oh no, I don't think you should. But you know how we're kind of in trouble in that aspect, or we could be, and so it's nice.
Like 4 more to get. It's 10 before you get
3 more games to get through, I think, and he can't get more than 2. No, if he gets 2 in the next 3 games, we're screwed. But as long as he makes this next 3 games without getting more than 1 yellow card, I believe we should be good. Something.
But then it's only a 1-game suspension, isn't it?
He has 8.
Yeah.
Oh, he has 8. Yeah. When he hits 10, that's a 1-game suspension, I think. But
yeah, as long as it doesn't come up against like Liverpool or Arsenal.
Take a break, Sanchez. Yeah, as long as it's done in the right spot, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, Gogoma, I haven't talked to you in person in a really long time. Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm just really happy about the game. It was so fun.
Me too. And hey, I never got to thank you, by the way. Thank you so much for that donation you made to my channel's PayPal. That was super kind of you. Thank you very much.
No.
I really appreciate
it.
But yeah, it's just nice to have everybody here. It's nice after a win. You know, everybody's in a good mood. It's international break coming up, so we can kind of carry this good mood into the break.
Yeah, all of those international breaks always boring for me. But what I am going to be doing, so that was a good segue. That was a good segue because we are going to be ending it here. Because to be honest with you, I had like weird sleep schedule. I fell asleep yesterday like 8 something after, and then woke up at 2, and then was up till 1 p.m. Then slept till 4.
Yeah, you need some regular sleep, my man.
So I'm starting to fall out.
I might do a talking ball late night rants.
There you go. You can do a late night thing if you're bored. I'll definitely listen to it as I'm falling asleep. But during the international break, what we are going to be doing is we'll be doing some U.S. men's national team watch-alongs. Also, I think I'm going to start up the FPL show again during the week. Maybe like Fridays at like 4.
That's cool.
Eastern.
Yeah, Fridays is a pretty open slot. I was kind of thinking about who streams
not a lot
Fridays.
of people do anything on Fridays. And if I don't do it earlier in the day when I used to, which was like 2 p.m. my time, 7 p.m., I might go with like Friday at 4 or 5 Eastern. Which
make
is like,
it like 9 or 10 over.
Yeah. And then people can go on later after that or earlier than that. But I mean, I just got to figure out because we have a league running on the channel for FPL, and I'm giving away prizes.
Is that for members? Is that like a members thing?
No, it's like anybody can sign up to join the league. So there's like 40-something people that joined it when I started it, and then I'm giving away, so top 4 in the league gets prizes from THFCRants.com. So I haven't done a stream for it in a while, and I need to get back.
Yeah, you keeping good track of the scores and everything? You got a spreadsheet? You got it all?
Oh, so Fantasy Premier League it's like its own game from PremierLeague.com. Like you go there. And
For some reason I thought it was like something that you had to keep track of, like whenever you got your points. No. That's cool.
They do it for you. The app on your phone doesn't. If you have the Premier League app, it's free to play. We're gonna be doing it again next season too. So
I'll have to jump in next season. Yeah, man.
Make your team, do whatever. I was doing some text, at the beginning of the season. I did some stuff, got everybody set up, gave them some instructions, and I got busy, and I stopped. But now that we're getting into the last 8 to 9 games of the season,
that home stretch,
gotta do that. And I just passed my little brother today. So if you're watching, I got you back. He passed me, and then I passed him back. Moved up to the table. I'm 12th right now in the group.
You can pull that up. Yeah, you can do this, man. I got faith in you.
I'm pretty far behind, dude. The guys are in the top 5, top 6. They're like in the top, probably top 5,000-6,000 in the world, dude. Like they're like 1,900 points.
That's no joke, man. Yeah, real quick, Dietrich. I just haven't heard you talk any. Real quick, can I get your man of the match?
Oh, easy, Kane.
I got you. Yeah, and go. What about you, my friend? Who would you pick?
Sonny, man of the match.
It's so good to see him looking happy and confident, and because even though I know the stats didn't say he was playing bad, but he just looked like he needed a goal, and so I'm glad he got it.
Yes, I was so happy for him.
I just hope he doesn't play much in the international break because he needs a break. The guy needs a break.
Yeah.
Very true, and they're gonna use him. I mean, they always do, really.
Yeah, because even like stamina wise, he doesn't look like he has much at the moment.
But I think the stats still might show, as Will would say. Oh my God! Bryce says that your man of the match was Foden, Dietrich, because you're a closet.
Yeah, that's right, Foden. So South Korea qualifies for the 10th straight World Cup in February. So you guys have already qualified.
Nice.
So you're not at risk anymore. There was some talk that you guys may not qualify, but apparently that's not the case now.
네.
The schedule is I don't think they will rest him though, because they want that position. And they qualified last time without Son in the transfer in the window. That was the story then. Let's see.
Oh, I got big up by some people in the chat. Hey, David, Bryce, hello guys. Nice to see you. I had my thing on private chat and didn't see that you guys said anything. Wasn't trying to ignore you guys. It just happened on accident. But good day. Nice to.
Can we talk about Canada being first with 4 points in front of USA?
I was gonna ask if we could do a Canadian watch along too.
You guys need to get your FIFA ranking up as high as possible. Otherwise, you're gonna be playing. You're gonna be in a group with like Brazil, Argentina, and
Wait,
England.
Dietrich, are you Canadian?
Yeah, I'm Canadian. Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea. For some reason, I thought you just lived in the States, like Will and I.
No, of course, no.
Careful now, Dietrich. It looks like you guys. South Korea only has one match this round.
They're through. They're qualified or not yet?
Yeah, South Korea only has one match this round. So you guys, you have one match on the 24th, and that's it. So Sonny's got a short window. He doesn't have to.
Does he have any days?
Oh wait, no. Why did it say why did it have a bye then? It's confusing. Now it says there's a game on the 29th as well. United Arab Emirates and Iran.
Iran's actually got a pretty decent team from what I remember.
2 games. Still
Yes,
not
they're
too
pretty
bad.
strong. Mm-hmm.
The U.S. has oh, that's from Group B. That's let's see. So South Korea is actually second in their group.
Mexico next. Oh.
And there's no way, because there's only 2 matches left in the qualifiers. They have 20 points, and United Arab Emirates has 9 points. So, but the Iran game, that'll be a good match.
That will be a hard match.
Let me see. Yeah, because Iran's actually leading that group with 22 points and 20 points. I'll have to. So we got there, and then Group B, you got Saudi Arabia and Japan with about the same thing, 19-18. Australia, it may advance to the 4th round for the final playoff, and then you got.
Man, has Australia ever made it to a World Cup?
Yeah, they did. Many times, yeah.
For some reason, I just. I guess.
So in Korea, the game is on at 200 hours, so that's 8 o'clock. So for me, that's what, 10 a.m.
It's not bad. That's doable.
Maybe. It's pretty busy for me. The 24th is like a Wednesday, isn't it? Tuesday. Today's the 20th. Thursday.
목요일이에요. 네.
Yeah. 밤 8시면은 여기는 10시 같은데? I don't know. It's either 6 a.m. or it's 10 a.m. One of those.
I think it's 6 a.m. for you, William.
6 a.m. That's not good then. Yeah, that's way too freaking early. I ain't doing a watch along at 6 a.m. Sorry. But the other one is at United Arab Emirates. That's about the same time. About 6 a.m. It's actually 4 a.m. If it was earlier, it'd be better. Like if the games,
Yeah.
if it was on at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for me, it'd be way easier for me to watch it. But.
You're doing a Mexico USA watch along?
Yeah, sure.
I hope you lose.
I hope you lose.
Well, first, 4 points in front, so I don't care.
Yeah, but it's 2 games, dude. All you have to do is lose 2 in your last 3, and we're already ahead of you.
And then what? And then
Not
what do you have? Your drinks? Man City?
Actually, if we win one game, and you guys lose, we're officially first.
Yeah.
USMNT.
That is math.
No. We're so good.
You're just reveling in it. I get it. I get it. Have fun. Have fun with it. It's new. It's fun. I get it.
No, I'll be honest. Like usually, US is better than Canada, but this year you guys are so bad.
That's because we haven't played the same team twice.
I think it's the age group of our talented players. I think that
no, it's Greg. It's
Greg
Berhalter. Greg Berhalter is changing everything all the time. We haven't had the same team twice.
That is a problem, but I do think that we're at a point where our best players are aging into the team, and I think in the next 2 to 3 years, I think that the United States are going to look. We're going to look a lot better. A lot of our prospects and the players that I think are going to be able to, really contribute are getting to the age where, we have a lot of young talent coming through. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But,
how's Timothy Weah doing? Anybody? Is he?
Oh he's good. He's so good.
Yeah, that's
in my opinion. In my opinion, he's the best USA player. In my opinion, no, actually second best.
Is he still at PSG?
No, he's at Lille, if I'm not mistaken. Lille, but I think he's always injured. That's his main problem.
Yeah, he's been injured for Windows, and then Canada kicked him out because he had the wrong vaccine. Wouldn't let him come. I'm not joking.
Pulisic 잘하지 않아요? Pulisic is good, isn't he?
Yeah, like because apparently like his vaccine schedule was good enough for Paris, but apparently Canada has like super strict vaccine regulations or something like that, and so it wasn't good. Like because he hadn't had his booster, his 3rd booster, or some dumb crap like that, they rejected his visa in Canada and wouldn't let Timothy Weah go. But what were you saying, Gogama?
Oh no, I was just asking about Pulisic. He's a good player too.
Yeah, he's good. I think he's overrated. I wouldn't say he's our best player either. I think Weston McKennie.
We need a good manager to really integrate everyone and to get all of these. We have some talented players, but they're just not playing. As a squad, we just need someone that can really put the team together and have a vision and get the players playing a system. And I think the pieces are there. It's just not quite all been put together yet.
Yeah, we got Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica. So we got a tough run out. It's an interesting one. It's gonna be a fun one.
I think that Panama match is gonna be harder than you'd think on paper, but yeah. So watch alongs on your channel, huh?
Yeah, we'll be doing watch alongs for the Mexico United. Probably all 3 matches, to be honest with you.
Sweet.
Because they're big ones. Panama, Costa Rica. Mexico's going to be the big one. And then we'll do that. And then
do you have any like are there any people from Mexico that are on your channel like regular?
Sometimes. Nobody ever comes on the show Yunez I think has a couple times.
Cool. I thought that might just be a cool perspective, to kind of get that.
I had him on there too, and then when we beat him, we used to have a lot of Raina's really good. Good job, Stinky. And I was talking to the comments for people that don't. I was like, God, anyways. No, Mari's not from Mexico. Mari came back from Mexico, but we had We had some at the very beginning of the thing, and then when we beat them in the Gold Cup, they got mad and left.
You guys probably talked a lot of smack.
Well, I mean, it was when we won the Gold Cup or the Nations League. So
there was man smell all over the place.
That watch along was great. That was one of my best streams. That stream got like almost 4,000 views, dude.
Jesus,
because that game was insane, man.
Yeah, man,
it was.
I guess my biggest video I've ever, my most viewed video ever was a watch along, also. So interesting.
Yeah, but some of my other watch alongs have done really bad. So
yeah, it all depends. It's luck of the draw, but. Yeah, man. I
think it was one of the U.S. men's national team one had like 500. The one against Canada only got like 1,000 views.
That's still solid. I mean,
and when we beat you 2-0, you didn't want to do a watch along.
I was out of town, dude. I didn't even get to watch the match. Like, right.
Where were you? I mean,
I was at a trade show. It was on Sunday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was in the middle of the show.
I got you. Yeah.
You know. And I was selling, making money, paying for all this BS back here.
Got to bring the bread home, baby.
All right. They got to do it. Then I don't know who Canada plays. Who's Canada play?
Panama, Jamaica, and Costa Rica, if I'm not mistaken.
So 2 of the 3 are going to be pretty tough. Jamaica right now is not really in contention. But Panama and Costa Rica are. I think in the table they're like
we're going through. We're first. That's all I care.
Yeah, but if you only say you only beat Jamaica sitting on 7 points, I don't think there's any way. Let's see, if you sit on 25 and Panama wins out, that would put them at 26. So there's a chance that you could not qualify at all.
I thought we were anyways qualified.
No.
Are you sure?
You're sitting on 25 points. U.S., Mexico, Panama. Maybe because like I guess 4th place technically does qualify, but you have to go to a playoff with like Oceania or something like that, or Asia. I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So 4th place doesn't guarantee to qualify. They have to go to a playoff match. Only 1st through 3rd is guaranteed spot. And so that's why I was talking about that.
No, actually, anyways, we're qualified because Panama's next game is us, USA, and Honduras. So
yeah, so I'm saying, but if they win out, they're on 26 points, and if you guys lose out, you're on 25 points. And if America wins 2 of those and loses 1, and Mexico wins 2 and loses 1, then the U.S. is on 27 points, right? So you wouldn't qualify at all. The only thing is Costa Rica's on 16, and Costa Rica can't win out if Panama wins out because I think Panama's playing Costa Rica, right? So, that's the difference. But
you guys need a striker.
We do need a striker, dude.
Yeah, you're missing one.
Yeah. We are. That's all we're really missing right now, to be honest with you. To me, it's like center backs. We don't really have any very good center backs. We have decent ones.
You're on mute, Colin.
Cameron Carter-Vickers would like a word, Will.
Bro, he's not even in the squad anymore, man.
I know, man. I know.
He's
best I had in a joke.
He's not getting picked.
He's playing well in Scotland, but he's not getting looked. He's not getting a look.
Why?
For the international team, or for the national team.
He's your best center back.
I don't really. He could be good. I just don't know. I don't know why he didn't play well the last tournament he came. I think he might have had a falling out with the coach. Greg Berhalter's kind of an idiot, so I'm not a huge fan of his, to be honest with you. I'd like a country like the United States to be pulling in European managers for their international team, not some US MLS reject. You know what I mean? Like at least Bob Bradley coached in Europe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What I mean, where did he coach? Forgive me for my ignorance.
Columbus Crew. Look at the MLS. Didn't even win any titles when he was there. Yeah, like if you're not even winning trophies in the MLS, you shouldn't be coaching in the National League, right? National team.
Yeah. Agreed. And Jurgen Klinsmann obviously wasn't the answer.
No, I mean Jurgen Klinsmann is not the answer. He hasn't managed to. I would like to see a successful international. Like go out there and get what's that guy that just left Everton? Benitez.
He's not.
Give him the job for the U.S. men's national team. Like I wouldn't want it for a club, but for the national team, I think it'd be pretty good. Dude.
Especially, national team games are always so weird and fluky, and I think the way that Benitez sets up defensively would actually work out well for.
And I want to see a manager who runs a 3 at the back too, which Benitez does sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And because I think we have a better squad in the 3-5-2 for the U.S. as well. Because we don't really have like an out-and-out number 9 who can just play in that up top by himself.
Actually, what about Bielsa?
Bielsa would be, he'd be okay. I don't know if we have the center backs to run a Bielsa type system though. But I just don't like Greg Berhalter.
At least
Bryce says Australia is looking into hiring Bielsa as their manager.
Hey Bryce, how's the Australian?
I think Sarri would be really good for the U.S. men's national team.
Who?
Sarri?
He's with Lazio at the moment.
I know.
But hypothetically speaking,
he bounces around from club to club to club to club to club to club to club.
Jose Mourinho has always said he wants to coach the national team. Let's give him the
Jose
job.
Mourinho. I'd take Jose Mourinho.
Hell yeah, who wouldn't?
Hell yeah. You're talking to you because you're bringing announcements. It's gonna bring more pop to the games. It would bring so much fire. That's what I'm like. We're talking about the United States too, dude. Like we're talking about a system that puts in. Is way wealthier than what it needs to be for what it is achieved.
Well, let's be honest. Like, not every coach likes working with the national team. Like, it's you don't play every week. Like, it's pretty boring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you're old. That's why you do it when you're old, right? Like that's why you do it when you're older.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you're close to retirement, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Actually,
but, anyway, guys, I think that we will be back
after a national break
on Thursday with the Mexico-U.S. watch along.
I hope you lose.
You don't want to miss that, everybody. It's gonna be a good one.
If you really wanted to do it, if you really wanted to hurt us, you would throw some matches, Dietrich, because you guys can help us out, right? Like if you beat Panama, even if we lose a match, we pretty much qualify.
Wait, if you're first, do you still get like the worst team in the tournament?
If you're not first, you're last.
No.
Ricky Bobby. I think
there's no, even if you finish first, you don't get any positive weighting from that at all.
So
it's based all on FIFA rankings.
So it's not fair at the end.
Yep. So we would still get an easier run than you. That's why I said, like, I tried to tell you guys, as long as we qualify, it doesn't matter where we finish on the table. Right? All we got to do is qualify. There's no trophy, no benefit to finishing first or second. None, because your ranking, your seed is based on your FIFA ranking. And so that's why you guys, like you beating us, we actually helped you out because your guys' FIFA ranking jumped 13 spots.
You're welcome.
With that one win. And so now you should have a little bit of an easier group to be like in the group of death, being with like Brazil, Argentina, and England all in the same group, and then Canada. Like, goodbye, Canada. Thanks for coming. Here's your plane ticket home. Right? Like, it's
right.
Yeah. But us dropping from, like, I think we were in 11th and we dropped to 13th when we lost to you guys. It doesn't really matter. This game against Mexico, because they're actually seated, like, I think 12th right now, and we're 13th. If we beat Mexico, we'll jump into the top 10.
Girl. US soccer, watch out, everybody. We're coming.
You guys
Sleeping
are...
giant. Sleeping giant.
Yeah, that's fraudulent.
No, man. And then we play Panama and Costa Rica too, which are both ranked in I think higher than Canada.
Interesting.
One is higher than Canada and one's lower. I think Panama's higher than Canada. And then Costa Rica's like 40 something. I don't remember. But yeah. So we have a tough run out. We really do. US has a tough run out. They can't play around. Can't play games. But we'll see that on Thursday night. Folks at home, Dietrich Kane, tell people where they can find you, my friend.
Follow me on Twitter at Dietrich Kane. I'll change my username soon at Dietrich Kane MFCF soon.
I was gonna say you can get all your Manchester City news, injury updates, that kind of thing.
I even have the Gabriel Jesus. I even have the Gabriel Jesus.
What'd you say, Gogama?
I said, don't go.
Don't go.
Well, unless we win trophies, I'm staying. If we don't win, I'm leaving.
If Harry Kane's going, you're going. You're gonna follow him. So, everybody, follow Dietrich Kane on Twitter.
You better follow him. I don't have a close-up cam, but I can get close to my cam.
Yeah, don't injure your shoulder, please.
Gogama,
no, don't worry.
Tell people where they can find you.
You can find me usually in the chat.
In the chat, that's true. Everywhere, you're all over the chat. I can't watch a stream without seeing Gogama in the chat, which is a wonderful blessing.
It feels really nice to have the support, honestly. So, big
I'm
up.
glad to support.
Honestly, Goguma's the best. She's the best.
If you ever need like a pick me up or you're feeling bad about yourself, boom.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, you see in the chat stuff like that. And if she wants to follow you, she'll follow you. That's what you can find her that way. Then we got Colin with Mr. Talking Ball. Tell people where they can find you and when they can find you next.
Yeah, thanks, man. As Will so eloquently put it, the name of the channel is Talking Ball. We talk ball there. And Monday nights we have a show called Chatting Shit, and it's basically just a bunch of friends getting together and just talking, mostly about Spurs, sometimes about other stuff. And then I have a Friday show that is more. It's reflecting back on the previous week's game, and then kind of doing a preview of that week's game coming up. And they're both at 10 p.m. UK time, so convert that to your local, time. And then follow me on Twitter, obviously, at TalkingBall1 there. And then right after this show, I'm doing a tiny little super quick pop-up on my channel for like no reason. So if you want to just hop over there and continue to yak, that's where we'll be.
And everyone, they have great drama on this channel. Trust me, it's worth it.
On Colin's channel?
Yeah.
Trying to step away from that. I did a show the other day called the Super Goofy Spurs Show for Goofs. Just to kind of show everybody it's a good time. It's goofy. There's no drama intended. So any drama that happens is accidental.
Yeah, if that episode doesn't have like at least 10,000 views, I don't understand the YouTube community, to be honest.
But yeah. Yeah, but that's good. So everybody go over and join Colin's stream after this one. And yeah, and so for me, I do have a public service announcement before we go, and I just want to say, no matter who it is, no matter why, using racial slurs as banter or because you're upset, not okay. Will never be okay. Will never be okay with me. Be my mom. Be my dad. Don't do it.
Can I insult you?
Can you talk to me?
No, can I insult you or any insult?
You can do it. It's just not okay.
Okay.
So, regardless of whether people think it's a big deal or not, I denounce. I will always denounce that type of stuff. It's not okay. It's not good. Not only would I be a hypocrite, but I would be a bad dad to my kids. Yeah. I teach my sons to respect people, and we can do that without using words. Right? We can make fun of people without using racial slurs, I think. So
definitely, there's plenty of things to make fun of people for that they have control over. Why attack them for something that
100%. That's all I'm going to say on that. It's very that's not all I would like to say on that, but that's all I'm going to say on that.
Don't. I know where you're going. Stop.
But yeah, but that's all I'm going to say on that. On our channel, we do have a whole show that we did on racism, xenophobia, and bigotry.
When was that?
I
have to go back and watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big panel. It was myself, Bob Spur, Brian Daigle, Tommy from Tommy Talks Ball, or the he's changed his channel name again.
This Tottenham Hood or something.
Spurs Hood. The Spursy Hood, the Hoodie Spurs, the Spurs hoodies.
I don't know. Yeah.
The Spudsies.
You gotta you gotta have a hoodie on. Or you
what is it, Gogamo now?
Tottenham Hood.
Hotspur Hood.
Yeah,
Hotspur Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Hotspur
you.
Hood, and Josh from Spurs Debate. I think Cody jumps on at the end. I can't remember. We also had Sam from Paxton Road TV was there. Myself, obviously.
Man. Yeah, you full house.
Yeah, it was a good show. So we did a whole show on that. And we may do another one at some point in time.
You didn't send the invites. Disappointed.
I sent the invites out to everybody.
Seriously?
Yeah, back in the day.
Oh.
I do believe. But we will, I think I even opened it up at the end to the audience as well to have people come in and be able to have a chat. Can't remember. I watched the first half of it.
There must have been a City match on at that same time, so Dietrich's was probably.
No, it was after the.
So funny, call it.
It was on the same day as they did that social media blackout for racism.
Yeah, okay.
Remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So we figured instead of disappearing, it would be better to actually talk about the issue. So we did a show on the channel.
Yeah, it's kind of cool instead of just like hiding from it or pretending like it's not an actual thing.
And we kind of talk about that type of a thing. Like we need to be, fighting this battle one-on-one with each other. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely, we always have to be pushing
the
each
guy
other.
next to us in our seat. You know what I mean? So, and that's the thing, dude. It's like, oh, it's not a big deal, or oh, it didn't mean it that way. Then the problem will never go away, dude. Like if we don't stand up and we don't speak out and we don't say something against things, it never changes. It never changes. It just becomes normalized and people don't think it's a big deal. It is a big deal. In fact, I watched a lot of documentaries over the last 2 days about traveler children. And to hear that there was this one child had been to 12 different schools and had to witness his mom and dad's car being caught on fire added a whole nother level to that word. That, I mean, because that's not a word we really use here, right, in the U.S., right? That's not, it's not a thing. But where it is prevalent, there's a whole series on YouTube called like traveling children, or children travelers, and it's about Romani gypsies and and Irish travelers. But it was an eye opener for me, man. An eye opener for me, And if I ever helped normalize something that was talking down or bad about them, I feel pretty bad about it. So I've always promised, I've always said that I'm going to stand up against it, regardless of who it was and what it was, even if it's me. If I ever slip and say something that's a racial slur, please call me out.
Same with me, of course.
Call me out. If I don't know, because there's some words like here in the United States that don't have the same meaning as they have in other places. And there are words over there that don't have the same meaning as they have here. And,
please, guys.
I know we all want to, cover for and make excuses for the people that we like and we love, but we can't. We got to call it out, man. We got to say, and it's not like I'm saying you have to just completely disassociate and cut that person out of your life.
Yeah, we're not trying to cancel anybody.
We're not here to we're just simply saying it's wrong, right?
Yeah.
And we got to stop doing it. That's it.
Defend me on the group chat. Everyone's calling me some words. I feel offended.
Yeah, man. So tell them to stop. You want me to tell them to stop?
No, it's a joke. I don't mind it, to be honest.
Because they haven't used a racial slur yet. Guaranteed, if they used a racial slur, I'd be all about it, right? So there's kind of like for me, there's a little difference between stereotypical things. Like, for example, and Gogama can confirm this. In Korea, they actually do eat dog, right? But it's not dogs off the street. It's not like your poodle that's there. It's a dog raised specifically for that type of a thing. It's called boshingtang, right? And there's other types of dish with it, right? Yeah. That is true. Okay. Now, making a joke about them eating dog, right, is a stereotypical thing that is what I call like a racist epitaph, right? It's not a slur. There's racial slurs for Koreans, right? And Koreans have racial slurs for Chinese people and stuff like that. Calling them sesame seeds or whatever. And the guy's like, what? They call them sesame seeds? Yes. If you're Korean, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What does it mean?
It's just a slur, right? It's a derogatory term for that people group, right? We all have racial slurs for people groups.
Yeah.
There's a difference between using a slur and using like a stereotypical, like, well, aren't you good at math? Okay, that's racist, yes, right? But it's not a slur, right? There's a little bit of a difference there.
I'm Josh. Sorry, everybody.
There's a little bit of a difference there. It doesn't make it okay to make those types of jokes, but it's definitely never okay to use words, right? Use words.
Absolutely.
Period. I don't care if it's normalized. I don't care if it's a trend. I don't care if it's the culture. I don't care. That culture, that thing, that's a slur. If the government's declared it a slur, it's a slur. I don't want to hear anybody's excuse about it, or anything like that. If the government can put you in jail for saying it, it's a slur. Period. Sorry, it is what it is. But that's all I'm going to say on that. And we shouldn't use it. And it's not we want to educate our friends, not push them into a hole, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to put them into a hole and then bury them, right? We want to educate. That's what we want to do.
You hit the nail on the head, man. Nailed it.
But and that's why I try to do the yank thing, man. Like if people calling me that word, which is a slur, by the way, for Americans, from foreigners, the reason why I don't accept it is because I don't want to normalize it. I don't want it to be okay. Like, does it bother me that like the U.S. men's national team calls themselves the Yanks because the reason why they got that nickname in the first place is because they were made fun of overseas, and diminished and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's different. So I have a culture of being in the military and being in Korea, and I had that word screamed at me when I was in Korea. So told to go home, and but so. And the same thing in the UK. I've had my opinion on football or soccer or Spurs or ignored or diminished based on my accent.
No, because we use dogs.
That too. But and that's not okay. So if I'm going, I would be a hypocrite if I said don't call me a Yank, which is a pretty, America's a pretty low on the
list of people being mistreated or
low on the list of protected people groups.
You're such a Yank. You've spoken like a true Yank, Will.
Yeah, but I'm not from the north though.
I know.
You would be a Yank.
Close, I get technically.
From someone living where I live, you're a Yank, and then from where a Yank for you is someone who lives in New England. Right?
Yeah.
But
Marcelo's a Yank. Done.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. But even here in the U.S., that doesn't mean good things, right? So when a southern person calls a northern person a Yank, it's not because they like them. Right? It's a derogatory term. And when a Midwestern person calls a Northeast,
they call him a sissy,
Yeah, and especially if you go back 100 years from now, it was even worse, right?
Do you have a word for Canadians?
For who?
For Canadians?
Canadians?
Like something like slur? Like, I'm actually curious.
It's not even worth like that's the problem. Canada is like, we just think is our land that we just let you sit on, and there's no real reason to make.
Canucks, you guys gotta take care of it. Take care of the oil that we know is there.
Canucks.
Canucks. I don't know if that's like a word for like the traditional like people, right? That are like the indigenous people, right? I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But we call all Canadians Canucks, though. Like that's like a slang thing. Mounties.
Yeah, that's
Dietrich's,
Canuck, Kane.
I can't think of. Look, first of all, I don't use racial slurs myself personally, so I just can't even think of one for Canadians, dude.
Sorry that I called you a Canuck, by the way.
Mapies? I can make one up if you want. You Mapie? Get out of here, you damn Mapie. Maybe that is one, and I just got myself in trouble. It's gonna be clipped now.
You might have to put out an apology tomorrow.
Might have to. I don't know. Maybe people call somebody Mapies at some point, but I don't know, man. I've never heard of a racial slur for Canadians.
I need to. I'm flirting with being annoying, so sorry about that.
Yeah, like
not trying to bring any drama into your space.
And then, there's a lot for Mexicans. In fact, even saying the word Mexican after Trump feels like a racial slur when it's just the name of a country. It does. Yeah. Like just even saying Mexican feels like I'm being racist.
It doesn't feel good. It doesn't
like it's really weird. Which is just a person from Mexico. It's like I have no problem saying Korean, but even just saying the word Mexican after Donald Trump makes me feel like I'm being racist. Let's see. Other. Yeah, I don't know. But
here, so Koi's comment. I'm trying to make sense of it. So guys, I searched up for Premier League start
10 days
of next season,
and
it actually
July,
is
I think.
only 9 days earlier, and it ends 1 week later.
And 1 week later. Yep.
So what is the point there? I mean, that sounds okay, right?
Instead of doing it all in the summer and then the after. Well, 9 days earlier is like middle to end of July, man. Because the season normally starts in August somewhere, right? August, like 15th or something like that. August 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah, middle of August. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's now starting like the end of July. I want to say like opening day is like the 28th or something like that. 28th of July. Can't remember. But
okay, but if you do this, so next season like 23-24, so they're gonna have a smaller preseason then.
Yeah, smaller preseason.
And they're gonna be more tired.
More injuries.
And the January transfer window is going to be huge because it'll happen right after the World Cup.
Oh my God! And you know how many players will be bought off for their performance in the World Cup too?
Yeah, and then too, like players getting injured at the World Cup. Like the second half, like whoever is in the top of the table, and has a lot of fixtures in like January, February, March, is going to be in like one or two injuries, dude. Could be.
So
You can see
City,
like Liverpool getting 8th.
even City, they're in trouble. Yeah.
Boys, I get your point now. Yeah, for some reason, forgive me, I'm kind of tired. I wasn't factoring in. I forgot that the bizarre, like, insane World Cup that we're having, and that is weird.
Because it's the World Cup's right in the middle of it, right?
They're gonna have to make up so many games in so little time. Son, I can already see the Son injuries. Like I'm, ugh.
I hope Kane wins the World Cup. I hope so.
He needs it. Yeah, he needs a trophy, man.
He needs a trophy, man. He needs one. Him and Son, it's criminal. They never want something.
And I want them to do it together. It'd be nice to see them both. Man, and Hugo too. Can you imagine? Can you imagine just that feeling in your heart if you saw?
All right, everybody, go do this on Colin's show. I'm going to bed. So, I'm gonna let me put Colin's link in the chat, and then everybody can just run over there. That'd be the easiest way to do it.
I even have StreamYard link if you want that.
I'll pull just the chat link, and then that way they can go hit the contact, and then when you throw that link in your own chat, they can do that there. So.
You're a good man. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Talking ball.
I might have to rebrand it sometime. It's kind of hard to find Talking Ball. It's not.
Well, it just doesn't. The Tottenham aspect isn't really kind of there. You know what I mean? So it's difficult to find. But I mean, it's good to not peg yourself, but I mean to get the ball roll. So here's the cool thing about, and I'm still giant zoomed in. Like really small niches help you grow quickly, right? But your scalability is restricted,
limited, right? Yeah, there's a cap, kind of.
You have a lower ceiling.
Right.
When you're more general, it's harder to get going, right? But you have more ceiling. You have more room, room to grow. So it's just kind of, whichever.
Colin's show is better than Will, and that's a fact.
Oh, it's not, but thank you.
Colin's got a good show, though.
Appreciate that.
If you want to be entertained, please go on Colin's show.
I'm gonna grab Colin's link here.
It's not always as wild as it was the other day. I feel kind of.
You don't need to stop. Don't kowtow to the man.
You're right.
But I have put the link in there. Everybody go click that link over there.
Thank you, sir.
And head on over to Colin's show. And he'll be doing a live pop-up show after this because I think he wants to continue to talk more. My shoulders are killing me because I need a new chair.
I feel you, man.
Because if I sit back in this chair, my butt falls asleep. So I have to have good posture. I have to sit up.
Same. I'm doing the same in mine right now. What kind of chair do you have? Do we have the same chair?
I don't know. It's just like some leather executive piece of crap that was really expensive, but it's horrible for your back.
Do you get it online? You get it on Amazon?
No, I think I bought it from like Office Max.
All right, different chairs.
Office Max or something like that. But I mean, if I wanted to sit back and watch TV, it's great. Or if I wanted to take a nap at my desk, it's cool. But for doing live streams, not so much. Maybe I do need to do like a foot up show, and we can just do the feet up here. And I'm not going to show you guys my feet, but and then just do a chat.
You're very chill. Yeah, it looks like one of those NFL. I forget which one it is. There's an NFL. I think Pat McAfee maybe has a podcast.
On the couch with Will. I should get like a massage chair and sit it in the corner over here or something, and then like a Korean massage chair. They look like spaceships.
I used to work at a pretty high-end furniture place, and we sold those massage chairs. And man,
but you haven't seen the Korean ones, dude. They look like spaceships. They look like these little egg orbs that Superman came out of heaven from.
They must be bringing them over here. I think the technology's coming over because they looked all like that too.
Am I right, Gogomon? When you go to like the Korean market and you see all the massage chairs outside the Home Plus,
are they wonderful?
Like a little pod.
Yeah, it's like a little pod, like a person pod.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in the Matrix almost.
Like Superman. You ever seen like Superman when he came down from
yeah.
But smaller, not quite as long, but it's just like this little it looks like a big egg that someone sits in. And it's a fun place. But anyway, I don't have one of those. So I have to sit like this. And when I sit like this, I get pains in my shoulders. Stinky says he bought one in Los Angeles. Good deal.
Stinky, big up.
So what I always liked to do was when I lived in Korea, and even now, I don't really go to the store now because my wife just goes by herself here in the US. But when we lived in Korea, it was kind of like a family thing. And so you go to the grocery store. Like everybody in Korea on Sunday goes to the grocery store. I don't know why. It's really weird. It made me feel really uncomfortable because I'm giant and everybody stares at me. And people in Korea don't follow store traffic rules. Walking on the right side of an aisle rather than the left. Right of way. Large center aisles have right of way to outer aisles. Like in the United States, you never notice this stuff until you go to another country. The etiquette, the aisle and cart pushing etiquette in Korea is way different than it is here in the United States. And I would literally come up and have people bang into my side of my cart, or we would come to a stalemate where I'm going this way and they're going that way. And it was like a showdown. It was like a stare down. Who's going to move first, right? Like it was pretty funny. It was going to Home Plus on Sundays was always a very stressful time for me. So I would just go to the front, and usually they have a couple of the chairs that you can test. And I would just sit in the chair for like an hour, give the guy
how do you fit the chair?
$20.
You're like 6'5". How do you fit?
Yeah, I fit in it. But
it's been 4 hours.
Yeah, no, it's been 4 hours. I don't like doing 4-hour shows, but I did one today.
It's a long show for you, man.
수고하셨어요, will님.
Yeah, 감사합니다. But it's great though. I like doing the show. I like the people in the chat. That's why it comes. It's like not even doing work. It's just like sitting and chatting with friends, and that's the great thing.
You're not my friend.
Thank you. You're not my friend either. Go support Man City.
Frenemies. You're gonna call them frenemies.
But guys, we'll be back Thursday with the Mexico US watch along. We're gonna be doing FPL shows now on the reg. So hit that subscribe button, watch the show, and we will see you guys. Stay strong, stay Spurs, and we will see you when, Dietrich Kane?
During the City game.
No.
Thursday, Dietrich.
Not Thursday. When will we see us, Skogama?
Next time.
Next time is right.